Okay, it's a whole story where last night my husband and I went out to Seattle, which requires,
Right.
taking like the train and stuff. And we
Oh
met
my
up
god, we
with
both took a train
I
yesterday.
know, isn't that crazy?
That's so
And
fun.
it's so wild. And so this required us to we said we'd be there for like an hour because they're my husband's one of my husband's friends were having a get together, and we're like chill. I'm not me and this person are chill, but they're definitely like we get along okay, but it's definitely like we don't spend time together, and they're definitely like my husband's friend. I'm also popping pain pills, which should indicate what's happening. Um, but
I was lighting a match, but I was listening.
we said we said we'd be there for like an hour, and so I like this. It's always like this friend and like their like partner, and we like had interacted over the course of maybe like a year and a half, and never really like had like a one-on, never like really like really connected. But last night we went, and me and the partner, who's normally always very quiet and doesn't talk at all, we hung out in the corner and played Go for like 3 hours. So I think I made a friend.
That's fantastic.
But we also left at like when we said we'd be home by, which required us to like take a buses and train back from Seattle at like 11 p.m. and then get home at like midnight, and then yeah. So my plan for today was to be up early and be on stream at 8 for you or 9 for you, so we'd start early, and then nothing worked out the way it was supposed to. And
Okay.
yeah, no, we woke up and I was like, fuck. I hit my alarm so many times. And by the time I was actually awake, I was like, fuck, I don't have time to make breakfast. I'll order food, which I'm trying to do less of, but I was like, I'm also out of coffee, so I need coffee, really. And then the person picked up my order, and then they had like 2 other orders before me, so I was just like, watching the little driver go everywhere but my apartment, and I was like, fuck, please.
Please,
So
please.
I had a jalapeno bagel sandwich.
Yummy.
Except it was not very jalapeno-y at all. Like I opened the sandwich, and like it was like a cheddar jalapeno, and I saw all the cheddar on top of the bagel. And like within I saw like one little glimmer of like dark green. And that was it. And I was like, where the fuck are my jalapenos? Like what is this?
One little slice. Just one
It was
little
like
jalapeno
it was like a chunk of like a corner. It was like a little like pebble of jalapeno. The heat did not rise at all. It was so bad.
They LaCroix'd your jalapeno.
They did. I know there was like one bite where I was like, oh, is that the jalapeno?
There it is. The ghost of jalapenos passed.
I know, and then after that, it was just not existent. So welcome to our 4-hour stream, everybody. That I had to prep our. So mentally, I'm fucked up. I have a bit of a headache. I didn't sleep very well. I just had breakfast.
What Go does to a motherfucker.
Dude, I got my ass beat, by the way. He was like, do you want to learn how to play Go? And I was like, I would love to learn how to play Go. And then, I tried really hard to distract him with talks about like Dune and stuff, and then it kind of worked, and then he still beat my ass. But
so close.
So close. How are you?
I'm good. I made myself a second breakfast again.
Second breakfast?
So I'm eating my second breakfast.
What's with 11Cs? Dinner? Supper?
Actually, you know what? You're right. This is actually 11Cs because it's 11 a.m. for me right now.
Oh, shit, you're actually having 11Cs. Let's go.
I'm literally having 11Cs.
Dude, literally for, not to make it about me again, but I'm the one on camera. For my diet, my doctor was like, because I have GERD, they were like, you should have smaller meals. So I was like, should I eat like a hobbit and have like 7 small meals a day? And they were like, yes.
Man, fuck yes.
So basically, I should be eating like a hobbit, is like what my doctor has prescribed.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Hi, Mixolitty.
Good morning. Hi.
Hi. So Homestuck is up, but we're not reading Homestuck today. I have decided that we are gonna read Jester Quest, because Jester Quest updated!
Yay!
And I want to thank Mixility for letting me know this when I was playing Adventure Quest the other day, that this had happened, because I would not have known. So in the background today for our music, we have the wonderful Blue Turtle channel, which does no AI, beautiful fantasy music, and all their videos are like drawn animations that they do. And it's beautiful and great music. And Promise was the plan until you told us about Jester Quest, and now for the sake of, you know, being topical.
You know, maybe here's what I'd like to pitch. I think we should attempt to go through this with the same kind of like frenzied fervor that we ended last stream with.
I'll try. I don't know if I have it in me, but I
it's a
will
big
try.
ask.
I will try. I will say the front of my lobe is throbbing, but
Oh no.
I have a coffee, and then I filled up my hydro flask.
Well,
So
you know,
eventually,
if we need to go for 2 instead of 4, we can go for 2 instead of 4.
I know, bitch, chef.
Fine, motherfucker. Read the goddamn comic.
So this is where we left off on Jester Quest, and apparently there is now 163 more pages. So that's what we should be doing today. Hopefully the music is at a good volume. Hopefully you can hear us all okay. If not, yell at me, and I can do my DJing and adjust. It sounds a little loud right now, actually. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe like there. Maybe like there? How's that look? That looks like it's a better audio wave. Okay. It's very vibes-based over here. All right.
It's about the vibes.
It's a bit. So my goal was to finish this within 2 hours. And then we do the last 2 hours is Promise Sleuth.
Okay.
All right. Jester Quest, Act 2, The Unpausoning. Right. Good first page.
Got it.
Good first page. Oh my god, amazing. Hussie, keep this up. Hussie, my goat, my king, go in. Dude, I say everything. I say everything with that. Like,
I'm so happy I've poisoned you.
Like everything we do is like like Sean and I were watching the Game Awards, and there's a bit where there's like the Diablo 4 trailer, and they do the Paladin class, which by the way is making me want to spend money. It's so bad. But this like in the trailer he goes to hell by himself, and so Sean and I were like,
go down?
No, we were like, by yourself? No party?
No party?
No party?
No party? Go down and go up are my favorite euphemisms for going to hell and going to heaven.
Go up, go down. What do you think? Where do you think Twilly would end up? He's still on my desk, so I have to show him off. And I am also still repping my Adventure Quest stuff, because you know.
I think he goes up.
He goes up.
He looks pure of heart to me.
He is, and look, he like fought in the war. He like lost a bit of an ear. Poor guy.
Fuck.
I want to get all the Moglins, by the way. It's such a...
He's a combat veteran?
Yeah. That's it. You can't take it anymore. You've been waiting in the most recent panel of Bard Quest for what now feels like tens of minutes. And there are no signs whatsoever of this comic unpausing anytime soon. You have to take action. You have to finish Jester Quest.
It is only when you finish your own adventure that you can have any hope of expecting another's adventure to continue, said a wise man once, perhaps. It's possible you just made that aphorism up, but it sounds pretty cool and wise, and you're very impatient, so you choose to believe it.
Even though you are technically situated in the most recent panel of Bard Quest, by virtue of the fact that you are a fully sovereign jester in the thick of your own quest, you are on some page of Jester Quest right now as well. Still a very early page of Jester Quest, don't say that, even though you've been toiling away in the bunker for 18 years, which you think is very unfair. You feel like more of that time should be applied to your adventure, so that you're close to the end. But you guess you aren't you aren't the one writing this fucking story, so instead you're only on page 96. You could progress through pages the normal way, but by just waiting for time to pass and perform various actions as usual, or you could speed things up by concentrating really hard and being future jesters. We think we both know which course of action you'll be taking here. Be a future jester. So from what I gathered from Mixolity yesterday came into my Adventure Quest stream being like, the British are coming, Jester Quest updated.
Fucking Paul Revere.
Yeah, thank you. I don't remember his name. But so this wasn't like on the Discord for like suggestions. Hussie just did this, is what I'm gathering. So this is, we're not gonna get like the Discord bullshit, is what I understand.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers super duper crossed.
I did join the official Homestuck server and sign up for Jester Quest alerts so that if there are future Jester Quest alerts, I will be notified.
Not quite. Okay.
You dedicate every cell of your tiny little Jester brain to being a future Jester and see what happens. Jester, retrieve cheese, pretty please. Oh, please, get the cheese. Oh, please, please.
Get the please cheese? The cheese of the please?
Please cheese, please.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is this?
Oh.
Page 216, Jester, retrieve cheese, pretty please. You go to retrieve one of the few cheeses that are more proportionally reasonable for your size, but end up knocking over the stick like some kind of fool. Thankfully, your trademark Jester hat manages to keep the box from falling over and trapping you like some kind of mouse. You decided that the demon for this command is mirthless, as it almost made you trap yourself. As you all know, you had to leave behind your mirthless, which encompasses both the mirthful and mirthless lists. And the last room is a sacrifice to Jalacrity. We all know this because we have all been paying attention. Edited. You are now on page 216.
On the following page, you are immediately confounded by the total lack of context for this cheese situation. You guess the Jester who organically found their way into this trap had full understanding of the situation which preceded it, but it seems that by being future Jesters, you lose your entire contextual footing, and are therefore extremely likely to find yourself in a highly compromising or humiliating situation, such as this one.
It is only page 216 out of 30,000, so you don't feel terribly motivated to hang around this weird green grid surrounded by hundreds of cheese traps to understand what this was all about, so you decide to wash your hands of this entire matter and try being another future Jester. Become embroiled in a situation, Jester. Oh my god.
This is, I'm sorry, so fucking funny. Not but 2 minutes ago, like 120 seconds, you were saying, this is just like a page dump, so probably no more Discord shenanigans. And it is like entirely Discord shenanigans. We are about to be up to our eyeballs in Discord shenanigans.
I'm shocked that I was immediately like made irrelevant and stupid and like, dumb like a butt.
So soundly and resolutely told, no. This is what we're doing.
Hussie watching the stream giggling as I say it.
They were like, oh, this is about to be fucking funny.
That's what Hussie sounds like.
That's a very good clown laugh.
Thank you. See?
Yeah. No, literally, yeah, that was great. Okay, page 251. Jester, become embroiled in a situation. You suddenly and violently become embroiled in a situation. You have no recollection of events immediately preceding this situation, nor any future collection of the events that follow it, which is probably a blessing, since that nuclear countdown is getting pretty low. This occurrence situation is irreparably worthless. There's no setup to it, and for all you know, there might not even be any payoff. Just one eternal moment of an innocent Jester being put through the ringer for no other purpose than to slap some more pointless shit in between the first day of your adventure and your last. Fuck your stupid Jester life. Jalacrity, I'm looking at your reaction panel right now. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro? That's disrespectful as shit, bro.
That is
now the Jester...
Oh, sorry. I was doing the speed face.
Oh, I don't have my pages set up right. My bad.
I can do it again. Want to see me do it again?
Yes. Wow, that was really funny. That was good. It looked just like him. A little paler, but otherwise not bad.
A little paler. Yeah, I don't know if I quite have the makings of playing Speed in the Speed movie, but you know,
I don't know, man.
I'm hoping I make a good impression to the producers and they consider me for a different role. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping they see my dedication to the project. You are now the Jester on page 251. It seems the page is now explicitly, canonically acknowledging that you have no context for how you got into this jam or will get out of it. It seems almost as if the page is divorced from the narrative entirely and had no cause nor will it will affect later pages. Is the story becoming self-aware enough to know that an early Jester has figured out how to become later Jesters to skip way ahead in the story, and the baffling out-of-context moments are accounting for this confusion?
You fucking hate this because it's just more mind-bending meta-nonsense. Trying to understand its nature is actually way more aggravating than being strapped to a rocket ship. Rocket ship? Rocket ship. While Jalacrity laughs her ass off, so you just try being a different Jester instead.
But this time, you focus all your energy on being a Jester who's safe in your bunker. With computer access, you can investigate what the fuck is going on with the story without actually living through all the stupid and dangerous moments. If it's all the same to various versions of yourself, you'd rather just read about it. Vibrate against the bunker door and attempt to phase straight through it, Jester. I can move my whole body this fast. Wow, a second Zoom reference. Crazy. Crazy. What's happening today? The spirit of Tim Allen is descending.
Oh my god. Was the fucking rocket another Zoom reference?
No, but I said, do you want to see me do it again?
Oh my god. I forgot. Dude, when I was like 9, Zoom was like the shit. I fucking loved Zoom.
I would argue that Zoom is still the shit.
I haven't seen it in so long. I should watch it again. Page 2235.
That's a
Jester,
3-star and a
vibrate
heart
against
right there. Sorry.
That's to begin. Vibrate against the bunker door in an attempt to face straight through it. This predictably does not work at all, and you are once again wondering why the hell you just did that. From your vantage point on the floor, you can see the 12-karat solid gold Damon statue. Wait.
Daniel. That's damn Daniel. Look at the white.
Back at it again.
Yeah, damn Daniel.
I have the text very small on my screen. This predictably does not work at all, and you wait. 12-karat solid gold damn Daniel statue, looking awfully happy with himself. But it's not like he has had any better ideas. You think that when you get out of here, you'll toss him into the first incinerator you come across.
It is funny how, like, in older Stuckies by Hussie, like, we didn't get, like, the forum post of the suggestion.
Yeah, it was just you just grab it, copy paste it.
Yeah, so it is interesting that, like, I mean, and also, I mean, I think he's doing a really good job of, like, using the Discord posts as, like, part of the story too, because, like, he's like Jester's even using it to, like, build forts.
No, yeah, like Team Homestuck has very much been pushing, like, direct fandom interaction. Which, like, of course, Homestuck has always been very known for its direct audience interaction, but as Homestuck got very, very big, that became quite difficult to do, unless you were one of the, like, artists, like, grandfathered into contributing to Flash animations or games or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's really, I like, them finding a way to make it work in Discord, because Discord is kind of the new forum anyway, is, like, very on brand for classic Homestuck.
Well, even, like, older stuff, too. Like, older suggestions were being used in Jester Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just, like, that this is the page, technically, but also, like, there would be a suggestion from some mirthless spirit or whatever, and then you would see who it was from and see the actual, like, Discord
here's
message.
The person.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the person that said this.
Which is what these are.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's cool, I like it. Fuck me. It seems your projection was partially successful. You were indeed back in your bunker, but not under ideal circumstances. You are now in the proximity of a damn Daniel statue, which is quite dangerous, as this would seem to be another very funny meme from the future. But it's not quite as dangerous as Hawk Tua bust, because damn Daniel is from 2016, and Hawk Tua is from Father in the future. I'll see, if you're going to batch release these, at least proofread them. Making it reverse funnier. You realize a hearty chuckle at the Daniel, but it just gives you severe chest cramps instead of putting your life in jeopardy. You're going to pull through this.
It's okay, because this just means we get to have, like, 3 more weeks of problems with instead.
Damn right. Damn Daniel. Nevertheless, the Daniel remains an unnerving presence in your bunker, and also looks like your monitor is smashed on this page. Probably because earlier you smashed your head against it in a laughing fit from the Daniel. So you need to go to an earlier part of the story to use your computer. You concentrate on being an earlier Jester with a non-broken monitor. Exit command for Jester.
Sorry, I forgot it was actually my turn, because I was distracted.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I gave you like 3 seconds and I was like, fuck it.
No, I think that's a good way to do it. You go back to page 342, where it looks like you've just re-emerged from your command fort after that time you astrally projected into the first instance of your tulpa form to meet Jalacrity. You know you must have gone on a hell of a journey as your tulpa after escaping her seductive wiles, because you've seen your tulpa everywhere. But this, at least linearly speaking, is the first time your jester exited the fort after that first fateful projection.
This is good because it means you have a working computer and can read Jester Quest safely. So read Jester Quest, Jester. You know what's funny? There's like a game coming out called Jester's Quest. That's
Really?
like a
I feel like this has come up
Metroidvania
before.
game.
That's funny.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You log onto your computer and discover there's about a 150-page stretch starting now where all you're doing is reading through the story to figure out what happens later so you can be better prepared for the bullshit you can see yourself go through in the quasi-future. Next.
You start by clicking a page from the archive you recently lived through. You see yourself in an embarrassing situation which probably required another humiliating sequence of pages to resolve. But you don't bother living through any of it because you exploited your special jester being powers to escape accountability for your buffoonery. A nice trick if you can manage.
But now, witnessing this page from the reader's side, you make another remarkable discovery. It would seem Jalacrity has stepped up her game and is not only putting the thoughts in your head from angel and demons, the teeming hordes of mirthful and mirthless, but has also begun allowing them all to literally design events throughout the entire story, just as the author would. She's enabled them to create actual pages, despite their varying levels of artistic and writing skill. This is a true fucking nightmare beyond the wildest concerns you ever had for your flirtatious nemesis.
That's right, because Jalacrity is in love with the jester.
They're hate flirting right now.
Yeah. Could it be that Jalacrity and her army of mischief makers have fully replaced the author of the story? Could this be the reason why it spiraled on for 18 years? Maybe he wasn't insane after all. Maybe everyone owes this tortured and misunderstood genius a fucking apology. Nah, I don't think I will.
Wait, no, scratch that. Looks like he still wrote most of this, but his typical brand of horseshit is functioning as the glue between the chaotic and crude emissions from Jalacrity's stupid army. And for some reason, he insists on reminding you of this with a weird array of meta shenanigans which appear to spiral deeper and deeper into a form of madness as this tale progresses. God, you hate him. Everything bad everyone says about him must be true, you just know it. Your unpleasant emotions have infallibly deduced it.
To distract yourself from thoughts about your least favorite author, you skip ahead further. A sound, Jester ride.
Sound!
A sound.
The last of the season.
Jester ride. It's going to be a while. Oh my god. 2.5 minutes? It's 2.5 minutes. Okay, I had to pause the music. I don't know what I'm doing here. Want to back me up, partner? Got anything? Well, they've left. It's just me. I see. That's okay. I can sell them by myself. I don't need anybody.
I was eating breakfast because I didn't think we were gonna talk over this page. You're being really mean to me on stream in front of everyone. But I can keep singing cause I'm kind of okay at coming up with words on the fly. As we ride up in an elevator, go up. Jester's gonna go.
This is really
and
the
they'll
whole.
go down. The elevator only goes two directions. Go up. And we go down. You can keep pressing the buttons. It doesn't matter how many times we stop. The elevator's still gonna go. Go up and go down. Up and down.
Ooh. Little xylophone action. Ooh.
I know. I was about to start singing. I got distracted
Ooh.
because I really liked how the xylophone came in.
Ooh.
Like, whoa,
Oh my.
xylophone solo. Go up. Jester goes down. And we keep riding the elevator up and down.
The elevator
Go
of
up.
life. Wow, that
I
was
hope you understand
so
the
worthwhile.
the panic. I was like, fuck yes, 2 minutes. I'm gonna finish this breakfast in one bite because I can chew for as long as I need. I took the bite, and literally 5 seconds later, you were like, oh, hold on, oh, they're gone. They abandoned me. I was like, I'm chewing. I'm like,
I got like literally 5 seconds in and I was like, this is the whole thing. Like, I knew it was gonna be the whole fucking thing. Like, I
I mean, it's
know.
true. It's true.
I was like, there's no way they did 2.5 minutes of anything for Jester's Quest. I was like, it's gotta be nothing but bullshit.
It was a pretty good sounding bullshit, though. I like
It was nice. It was a bop. But I'll talk for a bit. You eat.
Thank you.
You click ahead randomly within the immediate arc, and subsequent pages make it clear that you're climbing something called the Sky Tower, but you don't know what this is or have any context for why you would be climbing it because you skipped too much of the story. You leap much further ahead to page 653. Fly on your magic leaf, Jester. That's good. That's good. This is good.
That's fucking incredible.
I like that. Oh my god, it's an extra. Never more confused in your life. Why are you riding a leaf? Looking around to gather context, it looks like you, at some point during your struggles in the Sky Tower, manifest a paper tulpa by clearing a paper jam from one of your suggestial copy machines, which allows you one boon from a friendly but overworked temp wizard. Unfortunately, you wound up in custody of a scoundrel named Censor Darcy, who's acting all like they're doing you a favor by giving you a magic leaf to ride. But who are they kidding? Your paper tulpa is obviously their prisoner forever, and we will never hear from them again. Continue skipping ahead until you find the end of the Sky Tower arc. Jump out of the window, Jester. Nice.
Page 712. Jester, jump out the window. In a brave and bold attempt to disobey the Sky King's orders, you hurl yourself out the nearest window. The sheer impact of your body shattering the glass makes the Sky Tower quake. The wind rushes past you as you soar through the air, and all the Jesters of New Jesterville gaze upon you. As you plummet, you think back to the loss of your old buddy Toger. Miss you, pal. This is all for you. Godspeed. Never forget. Now let's just hope your newfound Bluetooth-connected rocket boots don't fail you now.
That's the Bluetooth.
That's the Bluetooth.
You don't know exactly what happened in that office, and you're already getting a little tired of backtracking for context, but it doesn't look like it went well. The Sky King wanted you to do something unsavory, no doubt, and becoming wary of marching to orders of the celestial authority figures, you weren't having it. Oh, also, it looks like the one who created this page, a bold auteur named Al Critias Gadgets, is implying that you made off with some rocket boots in there, no doubt prompting shenanigans in the following pages where you soar through the sky and get into additional sorts of trouble. But you don't give a shit about whatever's going on with that, because this story is too long, so you skip ahead by about 100 pages instead. Have gay awakening, Jester. Let's go.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, and it's so cute too. Oh my fucking god.
There you go.
Thank you so much for zooming in. That was so kind of you.
Thank you. You're
Page
welcome.
810. Have gay awakening. You aren't sure how anyone could possibly read through all 8,000 pages and not have gotten the fact that these two have unbridled chemistry. He's gentle giant on the right with the heart of indigo, the kind that can only be quelled by the boy on the left's intimate musings. Of course, for you, these directions are flipped, but getting caught up on the small details like this is how one misses the greater picture. Love. Every so often, authors will have golden opportunities fall into their laps, and equally as often, you will find these opportunities are wasted in service of what Twitter has informed you is called yaoi slop. It is in these moments that fans must take up the reins and steer the story back on course. The siren song of AO3 calls to you. That's fucking hilarious.
That's really good. Because on the last page, they were house empty.
I was literally just like, I wonder what that's in response to. I guess House MD is kind of yaoi slop.
It is.
It is.
It is. You don't know what this is talking about. 8,000 pages of what? Who are these two characters that are holding? This, in your opinion, is the quintessential example of update slop. It means nothing to anyone, has no literary value. Jalacrity is a true devil. Fucking with your Wait. You know that face. The ghostly watermark in the upper right corner. Hugh Laurie?
You were an avid fan of the show Dr. House from its first airing in 2004 to 2007 when you got stuck in your bunker, and since then you've had delirious fever dreams haunted by the actor Hugh Laurie, who plays House, who is rumored to be a dark sorcerer. He can coexist in many dimensions at once, including another dimension where the author of Jester Quest unthinkably didn't make Jester Quest, but a weird metafictional monstrosity called Homestuck instead, and good old Hugh Laurie became obsessed with it, and you guess started shipping these two characters, whoever they are. So on page 810, he used his dark magic to psychically coerce you into shipping them too, even though you don't know who they are.
But also, you do know who they are, because the current description of what's happening are also pages in the story, which are directly reviewing on your computer somewhere between pages 350 and 500, and a summary of this perusal is being literally depicted currently on page 116, which is also so disgustingly meta, it makes you wish you were tied up on that rocket ship back forward on page 251 so you can fly into the fucking sun. Click ahead about 500 pages toward hopefully greener and less meta pastures. Weed Jester. Offer everyone some weed to get them on your side.
It's about to get greener.
Get a little greener. Sorry,
Oh
Tally Hall.
Yeah,
Yes.
I added greener to one of my character playlists the other day, and it came up on the shuffle, and I was like, oh my god, it feels so good to have characters who get divorced. Page 1337. Weed Jester. Offer everyone some weed to get them on your side. Using your weed powers, you grant everyone in the meeting one blunt, and proceed to request help from the elf princess. Using her powerful tuba, you can Using her powerful tuba, you can boost Jester popularity and help him win the election. Jester Obama! Sadly, it appears that your magical blunts are too good, and the elf princess is too high to pay much attention to your request. The other guys aren't much help either.
Is this just that one vampire from Adventure Time?
That's the elf princess.
Okay.
Reed.
Well,
And her name is Marceline.
I wouldn't know that. Sorry. Also, this episode is elite.
I was like, why is that number familiar? And I couldn't figure it out. Thank you.
Okay, now there's an elf princess. She looks like a good character, but you'll be fucked if you go back and find where she first appeared. She probably has had a hell of an arc so far, and you are deeply enthralled by the offhanded mention of her powerful tuba. There's also some nonsense about getting Jester elected. You've seen it mentioned before as you were scrolling through the adventure log. It seems to be referencing to the Democratic Senator from Illinois, Barack Obama, who earlier this year, 2007 for you, which you are still mentally trapped in and probably will be forever, announced his candidacy, but securing the nomination seems like a long shot to you. You guess this tuba may have helped things along. Actually, wait, the date at this page is in 2008. So you probably, when the author was writing the story, he was nodding to current events at the time, perhaps trying to help get Obama elected with his elf and her tuba. Fat chance, you think, but then again, crazier things have happened. You didn't think Bush would have got elected either, but maybe someone was writing a story in 2000 and made a dwarf play a special flute to help his electoral odds. Anything's possible, you guess, when every single thing that happens is this fucking stupid. You skip ahead a little further to see if Jessbama got elected. Wander, suggests Tulpa.
To be perfectly honest, the fucking anything is possible, you guess, when every single thing that happens is this fucking stupid, is actually a very apt way to describe, I think, the progression of time. Can you believe this bullshit?
Every day. I can't.
Literally. Page 1408. Suggestial Tulpa, Wander. After the assumption of a new primary host, you're free to chill. You, previously the thought form who spent most of their time thinking someone else's thoughts, hadn't ever considered there being a you. You don't have anything to do except drift forward aimlessly, maybe forever. This is horrible.
1408, Stephen King.
What's that?
It's a book, 1408 by Stephen King.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I love the eyes.
That's
My
good.
God. They look like such a sweetie pie as they wander aimlessly.
Bye.
Gone.
Oh.
Oh.
Is
Gone.
that
The
it?
end.
Oh, okay. Just checking. All right. Got this.
There.
Your
Huh? Your turn. I'm so sorry.
There is no sign of Jessbama on page 1408, but you're back to being your Tulpa again and floating through a realm of some sort. God, you love realms. They're basically your favorite type of place. Actually, this looks like Jalacrity's realm. It's good to see you can visit her kingdom without being suffocatingly trapped in her royal quarters, where there's no room for her from her sexual advances. Unfortunately, you seem to be in an existentially despondent state and are wandering off forever into an eternal darkness. On one hand, that seems bad. On the other, at least it's taking you further away from Jalacrity. With any luck, you'll never have to see her or even think about her again. You're gonna click ahead another couple hundred pages and confirm that you are indeed totally finished with her sexually hyperfixating on her and or dreading such an encounter ever again. Jester, what the hell just happened?
Oh no! Page 1611. What the hell just happened? Oh, that's funny. You have no comment on this page, and you do not in any way think it reflects you on your character or desires. This star mode individual has made a powerful enemy. You will be counting down the days until you have found a means to engineer their demise, almost as much as you will be counting down the days until page 1611 takes place.
That's amazing.
Wait, what did you say? You mean counting down the days until that page in a bad way? Like, wow, you really don't want to reach this page naturally through the passage of time and experience whatever scandalous thing that took place just before it. That would be so horrible, you never want to think about it again. In a fit of extreme disinterest in this sordid encounter, you delete your browser history to erase any record that you viewed this page. But you're so agitated by it, your finger slipped and hit the bookmark button. You're so flustered you can't figure out how to delete the bookmark, so instead you simply rename its title to Disgusting, So Unsexy, Do Not Click. Attempt to score a jackpot and gamble to earn Bard Quest fundraiser cash or weed money.
Page 1674. Jester. Attempt to score a jackpot and gamble to earn Bard Quest fundraiser cash or weed money. As a last-ditch effort to win dangerously heated match of poker, you stuff each spade-type card into your pie hole and attempt to get lucky one last time. It fails miserably and you manage to get an ace lodged right into your throat. Your gambling partner is about to monologue dramatically in response to this, but thankfully you're choking yourself back into consciousness already. The poor guy sheds a tear and then some. You're much too fixated on to how similar he looks to a marijuana plant with that lighting.
It's so fucking funny.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
The fact that because it's so zoomed in, each panel appears silent at first
Yes.
because we can't see the words yet I keep laughing. I keep laughing at it.
I like it being so zoomed in. This is great.
It's really good. Skipping ahead about 50 pages, you're relieved to see you're back in flesh jester mode and out of the selectual frying pan. Unfortunately, by hopping out of said pan, you have hopped right into the fire of confusion. You don't know who this character is, who you are playing poker with, but you have a feeling. He's probably from that other story Dr. House is obsessed with. Wait.
Patua! First, you be the almost dead jester from page 1674. Second, on a hunch, you sit up and spit out the cards and look into the darkened corner of your bunker.
That's funny.
Puffy.
That's really funny. Fuck! I forgot about
Puffy.
Shit.
Okay. You fucking knew
Is it
it.
your turn or my turn?
I'll just go.
Go for it.
You fucking knew it. Hugh Laurie's tulpa is in the bunker with you, hovering over Poffy's dear departed corpse like a fucking ghoul, and he's pulling the strings yet again.
You're transfixed by Laurie's penetrating, probably perverted glare. What does he want? It suddenly dawns on you that you can't hear the actual narration that the reader is reading for page 1676 because you're living through that page instead of reading it safely through your flesh jester back on 126. Ah, why did you break your rule of not being other jesters? Now the only narration you can hear is the one telling you your own stupid thoughts, which is this one.
You can only guess what's really going on here, which you would know if you were reading the story instead of being inside of it. Laurie is mumbling something which you could barely hear, but you bet the narrator is telling everybody what he is saying. If only you were reading that narration instead of this shitty one. It's probably some snarky oration about Poppy's demise and allusions to how you don't want that sort of thing to happen again, now do you, mate? It freaks you out how he has a British accent, unlike Dr. House. I didn't even know to read it as British until the very end.
You hit it with a little bit of an Australian twang as you swap.
Well, because mate feels very Australian as well. When they're just,
it does. I can't imagine why, but it's probably just, coincidence.
I'm sure something happened at some point.
Yeah, like with some criminals on a boat or something.
Yeah, whatever.
By hinting at what happened to Poffy in your imaginary speculation about the true narration, you're guessing he's setting up a backstory arc ominously. Consult Wench.
This is what's happening.
Poffy!
It's okay. Yay! You reluctantly summon the lilac wench from your scratch jar and ask her how to get to the bog portal. Oh my god, the bog! Hello!
Fuck, that's right!
She gleefully answers. You forgot how tasty the wench can be. You phrase your question. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I'm a little hungry.
That was really good. Normally when we flub, I try not to correct you unless you're seeking correction. But that one I was like, wait, my friend, I think that miscommunication changes the context a bit.
Yummers.
Only Jalacrity is tasty. I mean, she's not tasty. Ew.
But also.
However,
you phrase your question. To be fair, I am zoomed in on a zoomed in Discord screenshot. All right, I couldn't quite.
It's okay. I understand.
Should I wear my glasses?
I thought about going to get mine, but I actually see worse up close with them on. But I'm finally getting a new prescription.
Okay. This says tasty. That says testy. Okay, I need my glasses for this. They're too small. I need my peepers. After this page, I'm gonna.
I'm locking in. That was my you impression.
Oh, thanks. Pardon me, friend. I'm locking in.
It's because you became a nerd when you put the
fuck!
on.
What a dork!
Loser ass. I do like your glasses, though. Continue.
Thank you. You phrase your question with excellently unintelligible prose that the wench forfeits her ridiculous shtick to tell you what you desire. Though the blue nautilus passed the dweller's dunes into the sickly crag, there, the bog portal. Fuck, I hate my life. You thank the wench for her service, and she dissipates with a smile on her face. You hope this is the last time you have to rely on her. Now you figure it's time to get you and your posse out of this drab, damp den. I think because it was such it was word slop. It was things I didn't know about. And I was trying to comprehend as I was saying it out loud. And so my brain was doing 3 things at once.
It's okay, I understand. Most, average passages are word slop to me, so that's why I'm fucking up constantly. Because I can't read.
Literally the story so far, by the way, can I just say that it is... Okay, this is funny, but there's no story happening.
It's true. But we're just kind of locking in for a good fun time.
This is just an excuse to have fun with the community, but it is fun though.
Yeah.
But I'm getting nothing narratively out of this other than, isn't it fucked up when there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen? Which is fucked up. This should be the thumbnail. Open a new tab.
So good.
This is pretty good. This is a what the fuck panel.
It is really fun to look at all these like fan panels. I really hope that I would be really happy to know that someone who contributed a panel to this got to like hear us on stream talk about how fucking good all these panels are. Like really the community did a fucking stellar job. It's incredible. So fucking funny.
Yeah, this does fucking rule. The flashback conjured by Lori is forcing you to be a Jester about 400 pages later, where it appears you're ass deep in some convoluted backstory arc. What's going on here now? This is back when Poppy was alive, but you don't remember doing this. Wait, now I think about it, there was a weird arc when Poppy was alive but disappeared from the bunker for several months. You suspect what really happened was some future version of you time traveled back to that moment and recruited Poffy to go on a side quest. That would explain why Poffy was changed forever after he returned, seeming to be irrevocably traumatized. This dramatically affected your relationship thereafter, which then spiraled into the fateful incident, which we don't talk about. The fateful incident. The bite of 87.
The narration, which is just rambling in your head and is probably not what you'd be reading right now if you were at your computer, delves into some cryptic lore about the lilac wench, which is really just annoying because you've never even heard of this fucking wench, and you don't have the context for this psychic lore dump. You really need to be reading the comic again instead of personally trudging through these laborious arcs, side quests, and flashbacks. Oh.
You again concentrate on being an early page Jester back at your computer, so you can keep reading from this page. The wench is vexing
Jester.
the shit out of you again. You absolutely hate this. I'm Pickle Jester! You backtrack randomly and see some pages where the wench is vexing you and Poffy with annoying riddles and other such nonsense. The narration is more detailed than whatever garbage was being piped into your head when you were living through this, but honestly, it's still not much better, and you don't really care to read any of it. Some version of you will have to be the sucker who lives through this stupid shit when the time comes, and for the time being, you're glad that Jester isn't you. You click ahead by 100 panels or so to be done with this wench for good. Vibrate against the bunker door and attempt to phase straight through it.
You jump to page 2235 and... Wait, it's this panel again? You were already here when you tried being a future Jester to access your computer to read the story instead of being in the story. But now you're reading the panel instead of being in it. Wait. But now you're reading the panel instead of being in it. You try not to look at the damn Daniel statue because you find yourself beginning to giggle maniacally. No, this won't do. You need to suppress thoughts of Daniel. You close your eyes and think hard about anything but damn Daniel. Also, Mixolity, we won't be able to because I will be out of town, sadly.
Boo!
Going back to Texas.
Familial obligations, boo!
It's just not the same since I went away because I missed my exit and drove right on through the Lone Star State. I leave on so regular weekday streams are good. The week of Christmas will be no streams.
Yeah.
And then we will, I think, as far as I'm aware, the plan is to resume the following week scheduled as normal. And then we'll figure out when our long stream for January will be in January.
Yes, I'm going to go to the next page. Can you read it while I answer something?
Absolutely. You wake up in the damn Daniel panel. Sorry, that tickled me. Damn Daniel panel. You got an alliteration and a rhyme. You concentrated so hard on anything but Daniel, you accidentally became the Jester in the Daniel panel. That's definitely not what you wanted. You'll need to try being the other Jester again pronto, but you need to concentrate. Come on, imagination, work your magic. What were you just doing? You were reading a page where you were adventuring with Poffy through the blue Nautilus, and you encountered the accursed lilac wench. Next. Slowly. Oh no, by thinking too much about the lilac wench, you have manifested her in a totally unrelated future panel. God damn it! She wasn't even supposed to be here. It's only because you accidentally became this Jester while you were reading future pages that you created an unnatural correlation between the damn Daniel page and the lilac wench page, and now the fucking wench is here, and is clearly itching to get up to some mischief. Next.
Hi, sorry.
Slowly.
Hi, I'm back.
You're good. Oh, welcome back. Well, please, by all means.
Did I cut off your last page?
No, you actually, I just finished.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Thank God. Sorry, my cat wanted to be in here, and so my husband
sweetie
wanted
pie?
to... Yes, so I had to let him in. What did I miss, by the way? Damn Daniel? Does it matter?
The wench appeared. The
Oh,
wench is here
shit.
now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Because the jester fucked it up.
What's this? The wench impishly wonders? It seems she can see your innermost thought. It's funny because I missed the last 2 pages, so I feel like I really am jumping into the middle of some bullshit. And
You're just like the jester.
I'm just like the jester. It's me. I'm the jester. You've been trying very hard not to think about damn Daniel so as not to laugh. She takes this to mean you are considering Daniel to be extremely funny. Perhaps you would like to have a funny friend with you in this bunker so you won't be so lonely. It's a shame about what happened to Poffy, she says in a disingenuous tone of sympathy. Wow, she's really creepy, actually. Did she poison Poffy against you? The implications are horrifying to you, but before you can contemplate the true scale of your devastation for draconian manipulations have added to your life, she grants you a boon. I think we can read a lot today. We're already, yeah.
Yeah, we've already gotten through, like, 70 pages? I can't do math. 60 pages?
So Act 2 ends on 254.
She brings damn Daniel to life, and he begins frolicking with his newfound mobility and agency. He starts babbling about how psyched he is to be a new character in this ever-growing and painfully stupid ensemble. You drop to the floor instantly and start having a seizure, both due to how funny the damn Daniel meme is, and due to your abject horror over the pernicious influence the wench is having on your life. You're now unsure which meddlesome witch is worse, her or Jalacrity.
I love this is now a character. You suffer cardiac arrest and die. Well, this won't do it all. You can't exactly apply the mental effort to be a different jester if you're dead now, can you? You'll have to resurface in another part of the story where you can experience some sort of mystical and completely nonsensical rebirth. Your corpse lies there waiting patiently for this to happen. Be reborn. Oh my god.
Page 3004.
You got this?
Be reborn. The wheel of reincarnation turns. You are reborn as a leprechaun, felty fur glistening from the yolk of your egg. Your gay fathers kiss gaily above you. The other spawn that they conceived with their combined muppety proboscises squirm to life beside you. Over your father's head shines heart diamond clover. It's beautiful. It holds the potential for romance plots so silly and convoluted that only the most autistic could care about. It's motherfucking leprechaun romance. To teach you about the wonders of leprechaun romance means looking at those beautiful array of charms, 9 in total, manifested by the tropes that they engage with over their long and exclusively homosexual relationships. But to understand them, you must understand that much of the leprechaun romance is about games and shenanigans, so they measure the relationship by different means. Along the association axis, there is love, heart, which is the base for simple human relationships. But they're also joined by equally important relationship dynamics of luck, clover, and laughs, balloons. These concepts are clarified by the antics axis of heart true, moon treats, and star tricks.
6-7.
Ooh. Oh, it is. I just realized.
A sort of smash cut to page 3004 takes place, where you are indeed reborn under extremely stupid circumstances. Now you wonder what was going on for the roughly 800 pages between your death and rebirth. Probably more horse shit, like tulpas or time-traveling jesters occupying the pages. All you know is the jester you were just being died and came back 800 pages later in this highly unpleasant manner. Blah!
So now you guess you need to be this weird green jester baby for a while? That doesn't sound ideal, especially with your 2 gay fathers looming above proudly and the rest of their spawn squirming beside you with their muppety proboscises, whatever that means.
Kissing gaily.
You don't quite like... You don't quite like the sound of any of this, so you pray and hope that your freshly hatched jester brain is advanced enough to concentrate on being another jester.
Oh, God. You feel yourself being swallowed up by a great shadow. You turn around to locate the source of the encroaching darkness and... Dear God, a humorous spam and bean idol marches across a dismal bog to meet you. In the split second before you burst into shrieking laughter, you ask yourself, who could even get close enough to push this thing without losing it? Mush, you lazy bums. Mush!
You feel yourself being swallowed up by a great shadow. You turn around to locate the source of the encroaching darkness and, dear God,
Oh, this is what I just read.
a humorous spam and beam idol marches across the dismal bog to meet you. In the split second before you burst into shrieking laughter, you ask yourself who could even get close enough to push this thing without totally losing it. Mush, you lazy bums, mush. There we go. Now we're done.
There's the fellow
Wait a
Spades
second.
again. And some of his cohorts. Wait, you know what this means? Only one man could command some extra canonical rogues like these to smother you with such lethal tonnage of spam. No!
Fuck!
It's Hugh Laurie, laughing his ass off as usual. He really has it out for you, doesn't he? It seems all he knows how to do is to, on this 3000k page epic, is make enemies. Not just enemies, but the dumbest enemy ideas possible. Wait a minute. You hear some rustling from the bog foliage to your side. It couldn't be. Who do you think it is? What do you think it is? Vote now.
Alacrity?
No.
The wench!
It's the wench!
Yes, of course. During this arc, Lori has teamed up with a lilac wench and the gold Damn Daniel statue, and it seems over the last arc she's managed to summon an even faster platinum Damn Daniel, which is generating extremely dangerous levels of comedic value. It also seems in the bushes behind them is a Jest Bomber, which may or may not be a member of the party. Actually, it looks as if he's just been spying on them, while they surely pretend not to notice. If you don't do something fast, the Metal Daniels and the Spam Hawk Tuapust are going to kill you with laughter. You can think of only one thing: to allow the darkness to consume you.
Slorp.
He goes grimdark.
It goes grimdark. In the grim darkness of the 30th millennium page.
Flu shows up.
Flu shows up. I'm waiting for some problems with bullshit.
Excuse me, I'm just waiting on Flu.
Oh my god, that's Vor. That's Vor, my comfort character. The idol plows into you just as a lung-shattering laugh is about to escape your mouth. I thought we were green. And a flood of cold spam and beans flows into your lungs in an almost merciful way.
No. We were able to become a different Jester.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Could this be it? Could you be about to make another Jester corpse to resurrect in a stupid fashion many pages later? Or can you save yourself by thinking fast enough to become another Jester?
Just in the nick of time, you beat the earlier Jester at your computer. Reading is so much safer. You double down on your commitment to reading the story from now on, instead of getting tricked into being Jesters who are in much more dangerous situations than you are currently. Also,
yeah,
I think it's if oh my god. I think if the person submitted a GIF, the screenshot shows like the overall thing, but then the next page is the GIF itself.
Yeah.
It may also be just because some of these entries are multi-page, so they're being allowed to play out in the like contributors intended format. So I could see that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it may just be whatever flows best, case by case.
Just some clown bullshit.
Typical clown bullshit.
Now, where were you when you were last at this computer reading? Oh, right, this page when you were stupid enough to be this Jester only to discover the sinister machinations of Hugh Laurie were behind this. You guess if you didn't be this Jester, you never would have found out that, though. So you also have to guess this means the whole narrative is shaped by you sometimes reading about your future, jumping in the point of view of the future Jester to commit some act a past version of you had in mind, thereby altering the future. Which didn't actually alter it because everything that happened thereafter was just a part of the story all along, which you hadn't read yet, having established some sense this is all totally makes... You decide to skip ahead further, ideally ridding yourself of Laurie's odious influence. Go to hell, Jester.
Go down?
Go down?
Jester, go to hell. Page 3333. You are now the true soul of Hella Jester, who, after their most recent bout of child murder, have been sent to your own personal sector of hell. Joke's on them, though. This is your personal hell. You can do whatever you want here. Time to go find Ronald Reagan.
Woo! We're gonna do it.
Too.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're doing this.
We're doing this. Oh, good Christ. All right. Art credits go to Maggie Vampart, page 4665. Jester, engage in mirthful indulgence. You can't believe what a day it's been already. You've spent 18 years of your life stuck in a room, just mindlessly clicking away. Then suddenly, all at once, it feels like your world has motion once again. Yet that page count confirms there's so much more ahead of you. It feels strange knowing a passing moment like this will be just a small footnote in what your life is mounting to. It was very nice of this clown to introduce you to these new friends. You feel like you really needed this small reprieve from everything else that happened today. To truly not have a care and let yourself do what makes you happy for once without a shred of irony. After all, this is the kind of experience a true fan like yourself has been dying for. Just gonna sit around with some people and talk about your little guys with, then getting back out there ready to take on whatever it is whatever the story has next in store. That fucked me up. If that's not mirthful, you don't know what is. Edited. 17 flame emojis.
It's because it's fire as hell.
It is. I know some of these people.
Back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the mannequin from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Little Cal is there.
Little Cal. And now he's the one puppeteering.
I think his name is the puppet.
What?
I think his name is the puppet. Isn't his name the puppet?
In FNAF?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Oh, my bad. I heard the second one wasn't actually, never mind. You randomly skipped to page 3333. It looks like the story is finally picking back up on Hella Jester's arc after you killed him in a fit of rage for callously murdering Togor. By which you mean accidentally killed him because you fed him a cyanide capsule, which he believed to be aspirin because you told him that one time, because you were actually the one trying to murder the Hella Jester. But you still feel the morality of this incident is fairly clear, and Hella Jester is the one who belongs in hell for that, not you. You guys thought the author was set to retire Hella Jester from the cast forever after his death, but it looks like one of Jalacrity's demons has different plans, and is rudely shoving this piece of shit in all our faces again. That's fine with you, because you don't plan on sticking around this page for too long. Also, it looks like this arc is setting us up to go find Ronald Reagan, because that's just what we fucking needed, more politicians in this story. Maybe Reagan will be the hero we don't deserve but direly need to smite the vile Hugh Laurie. One can only hope. But ultimately, you don't give a shit. Wait, but since you ultimately don't give a shit, you skip ahead to page 4665. Engage in mirthful indulgence.
But it says next. Wait. Oh, because we're not doing that. We're doing something else. Cool. We appear to be long past the Hella Jester searches for Reagan in Hell arc, thankfully. No, I wanted that arc, actually. But we have moved on to another arc where you have seemed to have made a couple of clown friends who are currently keeping you busy with... Not this shit again. More fucking Homestuck characters? That can only mean Laurie's hideous influence is still alive and well. You wonder if the clowns even know that they're being puppeteered by a flamboyant British funny man turned into an iconic dramatic character who played a grumpy doctor for 8 years. You suppose you could always project yourself into the Jester's body, smash all their Homestuck dolls to pieces, and warn them about the evil metafictional sorcerer. But you won't. Well, they're having too much fun. And besides, you swore off being future Jesters, remember? You skip ahead a couple hundred pages to see this arc resolve itself. Mecha Hawktua! Spit on that thing! It's like the candy mecha!
You're so right. Mecha Hawktua. Spit on that thing. Mecha Hawktua can't spit on that thing because she's just a broken bus that was glued back together. Luckily for the unsuspecting civilians, because otherwise they would have died from laughter.
22 flame emojis. Okay. This doesn't tell you shit about what happened with the two clown friends. You're embroiled in the middle of some totally unrelated bullshit once again. You should have known. It seems the author of this story and the combined shenanigans of Jalacrity's army don't know how to tell a coherent story which can maintain a narrative train of thought for more than a few pages at a time. Big surprise. You'll have to say that you had higher hopes for the visionary who brought us the masterpiece known as Bard Quest, but given how he abandoned his story like a fan-hating felon he is, this sort of authorial malfeasance unfortunately is to be expected. I agree with that sentiment entirely. Look, it's Marcel. And are these all, like, what's these fit?
Marcel from Dungeon Meshi?
Yeah.
On the next page, it looks like you're laughing so hard you're coughing up blood. You're sure by now that these horrible memes from the future have been knowingly deployed by the villainous forces of the story, such as Laurie, the Wench, Jalacrity, the Sky King, and God knows how many others will conspire to fuck you over. It looks like some of your friendly cohorts are also nearby. The elf princess is blowing on her tuba to cast an anti-meme field to prevent everyone from laughing, but sadly, it looks like your future self is just out of range. You don't think you're going to make it.
Fuck off, Lori. The princess hands off her tuba to one of the jest bombas, who begins blowing the mighty instrument with great presidential authority. She whispers through her weed haze, "Please, don't leave me, Jester." But it's too late. You're already gone. This pleases the phantom Lori in the background, who urges her to kiss her corpse, promising that it will generate another tulpa somewhere on a magical moon. You can't take any more of this shitty lore. It just doesn't belong here. There's too much lore as it is. Maybe that's why he's such a nasty villain. He's trying to overcrowd the story with superfluous lore. You've decided this makes him history's greatest monster. You don't even care if this version of yourself gets resurrected. You're sure some more incoherent nonsense will transpire to keep the story moving forward. You begin thinking maybe you're wasting your time trying to make sense of the story in some linear fashion. You decide to skip ahead and see what happens. Jester, sound Jester, die in a dignified yet overly dramatic way. The elf princess is from Jailbreak Squared.
That's the joke Mixolidi is making is because the sequel to Homestuck, Homestuck Beyond Canon, is also sometimes called Homestuck Squared. Well, actually, I say sometimes called. Its name is Homestuck Squared Beyond Canon.
There's a Jailbreak sequel?
No, we're reading it, buddy. Hey, do you remember at the beginning it said Jailbreak 2 the Unpositing? So this one would be Jailbreak Squared in that respect.
I don't want to be here anymore. The money's not that good.
But look at how epic this is about to be.
There's no sound.
That's fucking epic. Bitch, I'm sorry, that was rude. But it'll probably be on the next page if we read it.
Hey, what did you call me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried to roll it back so...
You hit me so quick with it. Damn. Also, apparently, Jailbreak Squared is a fan comic.
Oh, really? That's so cool, actually. That's fucking so cool.
Should we read?
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the risk. If we start reading fan comics, there's a lot of good fan comics.
However,
and I really, really want us to be reading Homestuck in to have 2 hours of Homestuck time a week after we wrap up Jester Quest and Problem Sleuth.
Maybe one day.
Maybe someday, yeah. To be fair, it would be also more correct to finish Homestuck first, then read the official Homestuck fanfiction, which is the sequel, or rather the epilogues, and then read the other official Homestuck fanfiction, which is Homestuck Squared Beyond Canon, and then play the Hive Swap games, which are also, in a way, fanfiction, and also then read the official Homestuck sponsored fanfictions, like Vast Error, and I think only Vast Error right now is an official one, but basically there's a lot of
when we get the Undertale
shit on the menu.
We don't. We just don't.
Oh, the real answer is after we finish Homestuck, I think we should pick up Undertale. The funny answer is never. You're here forever. That's how it works.
Is this you or me?
That's both of us.
Oh.
That's after we've been doing this for so long that we've become the same person.
I like how 4K the face is. It's really good. I'll do it.
It's really good.
Song that might play when you do or don't do something. Maria Fitzgerald. Okay. You can do that, you guess. Not such a bad suggestion, all things considered. In fact, you've even been saving something you call Mirth Nasty Mode for this sort of thing. You're hoping to use it as a final hurrah for the end of your quest. And you guess this is it. Bleeding out on Mount Snoop after totally getting your ass handed to you by some guy named Jack Azur. You miss Bard Quest. God, you miss Bard Quest. You missed your command fort too. And the pile of bodies you had going in your little bunker. Blah. Whatever. You should probably get to dying now. Mirth Heaven calls your name after all. Just think of something positive and let your hallucinations do the rest. Okay, sweet. We have a sound. Not on the page that said sound, but on the next page. That was after the sound page.
Vast Error is officially sanctioned. It's not official as in canon.
Oh shit, now I should read it. You wouldn't know it. The end is just you dying while being rendered in a strange and off-putting manner. Also, you pick up a few more key tidbits of lore, such as the final battleground being a place called Mount Snoop. Oh my god, they're all here, all of our friends.
Oh, gore.
Oh my god, the light left his eyes. Holy fuck.
Oh, so raw.
This is really funny. That could also be the thumbnail. It's just
That's incredible.
withered Jester dying. Mouse villain named Jack Azor, who may or may not be the final villain. So much as a guy who just managed to kill you at the end of the story. In fact, you can't even can't tell if this lore is even a part of your story, or was lore from another parts of the story smuggled in the Jester Quest by one of your unpleasant adversaries. The world may never know. Rest easy, King. Rest easy. Ah!
Fucking incredible. You click next a few times and see that nothing of substance happens, except a commentless sequence of panels rendered in mirth nasty mode depicting your ugly corpse. You're not sure why anyone would conceive of such a grotesque art style, only to deploy it in the final moments of the story just to make everybody spend a few more pages staring at a jester's ghastly corpse. Some sort of flex, you suppose? Or maybe it's symbolic, meant to cause us all to reflect on our morality. Fuck, mortality. How fragile this life is, and how we are all destined to shrivel into a lifeless, gnarled trunk of cadaver jerky.
It reminds me of the bit in Doki Doki Literature Club. We just have to watch Yuri for like 3 days straight.
You said bit, and I thought you meant like gag, not bit as in like part of the game. And I was like, oh.
Oh.
I was speechless. I couldn't even think of a way to finish my joke about how I was like, oh. This isn't a very deep message for a 30k page story to have, but then again, maybe it's only the sort of message that such a long, frustrating, and militantly incoherent story can have. And then again, given that the story is powered by the justerial kryptonite known as metafiction, perhaps the final page isn't even the end of the story? It would be all too fitting if the authoring demons of the story decided to end the story, not on the final page, but somewhere before it? Maybe the end of the story isn't such a literal endpoint of a fixed series of pages, but more of a conceptual construct. Like an exit? Perhaps the quest which Sheikhu speaks of is the quest to find this exit? That gives you an idea to continue testing the boundaries of the story without actually living through this garbage. From the safety of your computer, you try entering a page number much greater than the official final page. You try 91,021. You're not you when you're hungry. Eat something, Jester.
You're right. After seeing the Nikola Tesla statue of instant hunger, you were feeling rather peckish. You use your putrid mess of gradient modus, which you actually had this entire time, although you aren't sure if they had ever been invented yet. So to go for a Jester's pear. You devour a Jester's pear and feel much better.
That's incredible.
There's so much.
I love the fucking chewing animation so much. That's fucking funny. Okay, this is ridiculous. It looks like Gelacrity's demons have been totally ignoring the formal boundaries of the story and have been making pages for random numbers way beyond the end, prolonging your idiotic journey perhaps infinitely. Here and now, you decide all post-final pages should be considered not canon, so you won't have to worry about them, even though unfortunately, some future version of yourself does appear doomed to toil in this anti-canonical postscript space. You feel sorry for your future selves, but not sorry enough to bother being any of them. Wait, thinking about how you will never be any of these anti-canon jesters under any circumstances gives you an idea. Maybe if you concentrate real hard...
You become the pear-eating Jester in the far future, but before you take a bite of that pear, you concentrate real hard again and go back to where you were, and success! You brought the pear back with you. This could be useful at some point in the future, that is, in an actual future of the story, not whatever fake-ass future page 9121 that was trying to show us. Fuck me, I cannot...
91021. Never mind. Sorry. I was for just a second. I was like, is it 90210? But it's not. And
No.
then I was trying to make the letters match up and thought I was having a goddamn stroke.
Um, we can't read this. That's I'm sure they'll play this later. I can't read all that. That's okay. Also, there's a
So
hawk too.
little.
Well, also there's well drawn pages, so I'm sure they'll show them off in full color. Yeah, fly then. Yeah, all right. We're gonna read that in a second. Okay.
We're good.
All right, we're good. You stash the pair for future use and click ahead to a random page. 7,044. You stifle a bit of laughter because it looks like the story is dipping back into the offensively overplayed Hawktua well, but that thankfully the bus isn't visible this time, so it's not quite that funny. Click ahead a few pages to figure out what this arc is getting at. Fly the nest, Hawk.
The deed is done. The hawk has toured. However, you feel something beckoning you far beyond this plane of existence, begging you to use this power for the greater good in the name of both your creators, Jester and Jalacrity. You make haste to begin your journey, now filled with a sense of purpose and a feeling of cosmic significance. Fast forward in time, Hawk.
Tua! Doesn't take long for the masses to resonate with your preachings about mirthfulness. The Tua, a force to be reckoned with. A power that should and will be used to destroy the forces of oppression and liberate everyone, especially those who welcome jubilatism into their hearts. The crowd rejoices as a merciless fascist is finally brought to justice before their eyes. Nope, don't say it. You take a few steps back and as you let go of the dead bastard, losing momentum for a while. Unbeknownst to you, the floor is covered with glass shards from the window you broke, one of them being dangerously close to your talon.
2026 prediction?
Yep.
Perhaps.
You know, I had so many things I wanted to say. I was overloaded.
It's hard when there's too many good choices.
I know. It's like going on Netflix to watch a movie. You're like, fuck. Look at all these things I could do. Watch out for that flinder, bud. Say that again.
Please. Flinderbud. You like how that sounds? Ascend. Flinderbud, ascend to a godhood.
An opportunity.
Yes, the birth of Venus.
Oh my god, an opportunity only one in untold trillions of people across the galaxy ever get to have. You're welcomed by the Pantheon as your name is stitched into the fabric of the universe itself. You can't tell, but your fellow gods are slightly scrunched up their faces as they receive the shockwaves of cringe emanating from the outdated meme that is your existence. Whatever helps spread the movement, they guess. Holy fuck, dude.
That's good.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
that was all definitely something. An origin story for some ruling deity named Flinderbud? Sure, why not? Lore slop is all the rage in this story, no harm in splashing a little more into the trough. Still, you can't help but feel this is just more extra canonical lore being smuggled in from somewhere else. You're starting to think the only true way to fight this extremely specific form of villainy is to completely ignore its ramifications on canon and move on from these stupid arcs as quickly as possible. Return to the bunker, Jester.
Hey, what mic are you using?
The good one, but I wasn't talking into it.
Okay.
My bad.
No, you gotta check. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Return to the bunker.
And now we're back in the mine.
It's been a considerable amount of time since you returned to your humble, albeit sad abode, Adobe. After Adobe seems brief walk for the thousand shenanigans you've had to deal with, you now stand in your bunker. Looks like there's been some activity while you were gone. Cans crushed, things stolen, bodies moved and removed. The notable addition is that of a shrine dedicated to little Togor. It's quaint, but airs the grief of a lost one all the same. Someone has also thrown Hella Jester's remains across the room in what you'd only assume was a fit of rage. Examining the passionately painted illustration causes those stages of grief to wash over you all over again. In an instant, you miss him. And look at that. A mere 13 pages later, and we've forgotten all about the rise of Flinderbud or whatever was going on with that. And we're back to you as your flesh jester honoring Togor. He's so upset.
This arc is beginning to strain credibility, because if you're being honest, even the version of yourself in these early pages is getting sick to death of Togor, let alone missing him dearly. You wonder if Jalagrity's demons have begun mischaracterizing you out of spite? Or maybe this is just one of your many reincarnations who simply forgot how played out the Togor bit was, and felt grief anew upon seeing the shrine. It's embarrassing at this point to witness your future self's preoccupation with the death of this non existent goat child. You resolve to wash your hands of the Tagore debacle altogether and swear to instantly click away from any page bearing his likeness henceforward. Turn yourself into a pickle, Jester.
My God. Gazing upon yourself now, there could be no doubt. This is the funniest shit you've ever seen. Of this, you are extremely certain. Your cup runneth over with mirth and pickle juice. Edited. Move on swiftly. By about 2,000 pages, you see you have turned yourself into a pickle. You have absolutely no interest in this turn of events. You refuse to investigate either how you got yourself into this or how you get yourself out of this jam. Sound gestures merge.
Oh boy.
Peak 28 flames, 10 gestures. Okay.
Ooh.
All right, we have a fake flash. We have a fake flash loading thing in our video. Get it? It's like a flash animation. It loaded up.
Fucking awesome.
God, Jester.
Fucking good.
The honks.
Oh my god!
Yo,
cool.
that was better than the Homestuck pilot.
That was fucking awesome.
Unironically.
It was so fun. It's like, oh my god. I feel the way I feel whenever I read Mob Psycho the manga, because it's like fucking incredible, and just because the art is not perfect does not detract even slightly from how fucking awesome it is.
That was the hypest shit I've ever seen.
That was so fucking well done. That was incredible.
Finally, some serious plot-relevant stuff is moving the narrative forward. Do you understand it? Does it make sense? Hell no! But it's obviously a watershed moment in this story nonetheless. Planets are flying around, crashing into each other, jesters are merging. How can it not be an important story event?
Oh, you see how it is. This was just a dream sequence the fucking pickle was having for the last 600 pages, culminating in this one epic moment. You absolutely fucking hate Jester Quest, almost as much as you hate Bard Quest. You're so pissed off at the fake out, you overreact a little and skip ahead by about 14,000 pages to page 23,655. Commune with the great Suggestial Space Horse, Jester.
Oh my god. It's Kitasan Black.
Oh my god!
You appear to be communing with a space horse. But not just the space horse, the space horse, apparently. I wonder if this is your first communion with the Suggestial Beast, or if this is a recurring thing throughout the story. Or are you frequently soliciting advice from this wise old steed? Oh no, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Clicking forward a few pages, you see the steed is giving you instructions for another side quest. Another implies this has been happening throughout the story. That's good to know, you suppose. You'll be sure to revisit the Cosmic Stallion anytime you're in need of a new quest, which will be never, because you're now dead set on breezing this story by skipping ahead through the site's archive. This quest will be no exception, so you jump ahead by about 150 pages to see how the side quest is going. Jacques Chirac, Ascend.
Also, the ancient stallion issues another challenge. Are you up for the task, or will you be more of the same old slop from you? Be such a shame to disappoint this majestic creature again.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I was looking at the funny pictures moving and did not even comprehend there were words.
You were like here, and then I looked up and I was like, oh shit.
Wait.
Go back, go back. Go back?
Go back? Okay.
This is it. You've made it. You've accomplished what no other Jester bot has ever done before. You helped the former president of France, Jacques Chirac, reach the summit of Mount Fuji. Thank you, Jester bot. Thank you. Now you can pick up your adventure where you left off.
Sorry to the French for fucking that up so bad.
Nah, the French are fine, man. They just won Game of the Year 2 years in a row. Fuck them. They're happy.
No, well, okay, so any French person who was just like, that is not how you say that name whenever I said that name just now, it's okay because you guys won the Game of the Year. Congratulations.
And also, you won the most awards at the Game Awards ever and one sweep. So, shut up.
Wow, congratulations.
Not deserved!
I saw some people talking about it in one of the community servers I'm in, and they were like, it sucks because it is a good game, but also I do think there were other good games that deserve some awards too, and they took them all.
Yeah, because the Game Awards, any awards show is just a popularity contest. Like,
That's true.
It's not the best game. It's not the best RPG. It didn't have the best soundtrack. It didn't have the best art design. It's just the most popular game, so it won everything. And that's okay, because that's what it's for. It's not really saying this objectively had was the best game, was the best soundtrack, art design, anything. Like, it's just, what game is the most popular? And then everyone's when they vote, they're not gonna vote for, like, an objectively, like, statistical what is actually the best. They're gonna go, oh, I like the game where you press X a bunch, and then it does pretty things.
It's like when Demon Slayer won Anime of the Decade, and Full Metal Alchemist was in the running.
Yeah, it's Demon Slayer is not the best, but is it like one of the most popular? Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it the best? No. But these things are popularity contests.
Yeah. I was about to say, actually, there were a couple of animes that are probably better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fuck, never mind. It's okay.
I agree. But yeah, no, but they are really just like, it is just, I don't get bent about it really. I mean, I get a little like, haha, whatever, but like, yeah, they don't really. Is it like a bit like crazy that they won like every category they were nominated for? Yeah, because it's not that good. I mean, it's good. It's just like, it's not even an RPG.
Like, save some for the rest of us, right?
It's literally a linear action game with turn-based mechanics. It's not an RPG.
Tell him, buddy.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry. You can like it. I like it. Listen, I was rooting for Claire Obscure. I thought it would get buried under Oblivion coming out, and I'm happy it didn't, but I'm also kind of like Monkey's Paw. Now it's like, nah, I kind of wish it did. Also, it's not an indie. $10 million in funding is not an indie game. That is a fucking produced. What? Yes, it's not an indie game. They have a publisher that gave them like $10 million in backing. They're not an indie.
That's crazy.
And yet they won best indie, even though like it's a team of veterans who got a bunch of funding.
You know what's honestly, I think what's super crazy? The fact that like by comparison, like I'm sure the rationale behind that is like compared to like a AAA game, like a relatively small dev team with a relatively small budget compared to, however many millions of dollars goes into developing AAA games. Like, yeah, I guess that is like comparably indie. But doesn't that just show that we're really losing the plot here?
Yeah, like, you really got to think about, like, I don't know, man. Like, you think about, like, Blueprints. That's a fucking indie game. That is, like, that's a game by, like, I think maybe, like, a dude made that. It's, like, really, like, I don't know, man. We need a new categorization, because Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is not an indie game. It had publishing and backing. It was not an indie game. All right. Anyway, read the page.
Looks like the Steed sent you, or one of your Jesterbot surrogates, on a relatively short side quest with yet another fucking political figure. Jacques, I don't remember the way that you said this last time, so I'm going to say it the wrong way again. Very sorry. Jacques Chirac? Because I can rhyme it if I say it that way. Sure, why not? You hope Monsieur Chirac has found whatever piece he's looking for on top of the iconic Japanese mountain. Cameos by former French presidents really strikes you as scraping the bottom of the adventure barrel, and you begin wondering if the author and his demonic peanut gallery of panel contributors have begun running out of story ideas this deep into the page count. You keep skipping ahead, skimming the pages, not seeing anything worth commenting on.
Jacques Chirac.
Google said Jacques Chirac, which feels
That
wrong.
can't be right.
That feels
That
so
can't be
wrong.
right.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of this. Finally, after years and years of search,
like Just Bama? He's got the American flag on his hat.
I'm not. It's not. To quote Miley Cyrus, it's not a party in the USA right now. Okay. Finally, after years and years of searching, you finally found the man of your dreams. You gave lovingly into his eyes and say, "I love you, President Just Bama." Surely nothing will ever bring you and your newfound fellow man of mirth apart. There should have been edited. You were so close. Something catches your eye that's a little confusing. This looks to be the first appearance of Just Bama, but you know for a fact you've seen many instances of Just Bama during your skimming. You figure this is just some time nonsense, and an earlier version of yourself decided to become a future jester in order to skip ahead, meeting Just Bama, because obviously you couldn't stand to wait that long. Then, after that, probably a lot of time travel, bog portal exploitation, astral projection, and being other jesters accounts for all of his earlier appearances. Glad you settled that. Moving on. Jester. Scream. Oh.
To your horror, the united lovers start absorbing Just Bama. His legs are already gone, dissolved in the boiling and steaming mass that even as your scream overruns his ribcage. Wait. Okay, take two. To your horror, the united lovers start absorbing Just Bama. His legs are already gone, dissolved in the boiling and steaming mass that even as you scream overruns his ribcage and restrains his panicked arm moves. His arm moves. Take three. To your horror, the united lovers start absorbing Just Bama. His legs are already gone, dissolved in the boiling and steaming mass that even as you scream overruns his ribcage and restrains his panic arm moves with spontaneous tentacles. You need to save him, but you're paralyzed. You need to save him, but you're paralyzed.
Ah!
Thanks for silently picking up the Zooble stress ball. I really like how they did the hand there, where they swapped the color on it so that it has contrast. Like that's so fucking clever.
That really is. Skipping ahead.
I love the art on this page. Sorry, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's fucked awesome.
That's Marvel. This is amazing.
It's so good.
Skipping ahead another few hundred pages, this particular Just Bama arc seems to lead in his horrifying demise. It looks like your tulpa from this page is paralyzed with some heinous undead force emanating from the United Lovers, whatever that is. You think you missed something somewhere? Of course you did. You've missed virtually everything everywhere. You're inclined to breeze past this like all other annoyingly out of context pages, but you find yourself strangely immobilized. Paralyzed, perhaps. Oh no. The United Lovers. It's disgusting magic is working on you too, even though you're just reading the comic. Become.
Thinking fast, you become Thinking fast, you become the paralyzed tulpa jester. You have an idea. You hope this works. You consult your memory of how the United Lovers came to be so as to initiate a flashback. That way, if your theory holds up, you can escape into the past.
I'm sure this will be a thing. Success. It looks like the United Lovers originated about 2,000 pages ago. You sure hope it doesn't ironically turn out that you were the one who created them all along by initiating the flashback. Oh no, wait.
Oh my god.
God damn it. Fuck me. Alright, fine, we'll read it. Panel 1. Jester on a path of darkness, afraid. You've done it. You've traced a path through the chaos of life and unlife, the infinite pileup of increasingly absurd and yet systematically unique shenanigans. You fought every enemy, solved every riddle in your path, and this is what's waiting for you at the end? Panel 2. Jester faces the United Lovers, a silhouette in the background. The United Lovers, the forbidden union that you enacted, unaware that the never-ending echoes of toxic metatheurgy had already made a mockery of your every move. For you, pushing the lovers a kiss was the joke of an instant, but for the narrative, it became a symbol of everything you fear. Okay.
Jester, run. Panel 3. Jester runs away from the United Lovers, whose organic matter chases them after them like a muddy wave. Openness, connection, intimacy. The lovers know it all. Run, run, run. Panel 4. We see the face of the United Lovers, because you made them one.
And yeah, that's exactly what
And-
happened. You created them, you guys. Serves you right for murdering them in the first place by entombing them in Spamgorg. Since you're being this Jester, not reading the stories, you go through the motions of living through the remaining commands. Oh, god damn it. Openness,
Shoot, now I
connection,
feel silly for
intimacy,
reading.
lovers know it all. Run, run, run. Oh my god.
So good. So fucking good. I love the rendering. Once again, you're too paralyzed to run, whether out of fear or guilt, you cannot say. Instead, all you can really do is initiate another flashback to escape. You concentrate as hard as you can on the past, any past event, preferably an enjoyable one. You tell yourself repeatedly, think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts. Jester Tulpas, engage in Jester Cest.
We all knew it would come to this eventually. We are now have read 100 pages, by the way.
Awesome.
Your awareness zips back to page 11,037. And oh dear, don't get you wrong. This situation is far preferable to staring at the undead fusion of United Lovers' tortured faces, which are now seared into the back of your eyelids. But it's more than a little embarrassing that everyone reading this comic now knows this sort of memory is what counts as your happy place. But now that you're not under the paralyzing spell of the lovers, you're more free to be other jesters. So you return to being the jester who is currently reading the page on the computer about 10,000 pages earlier. The male pregnancy emote. Oh, that's great. He's blushing. He's shy.
Okay, you think we've all had enough of that page. You continue to trek forward through the 10,000s again, which you think is a welcome reprieve from the dreaded 20,000s, which you now regard as this adventure's Badlands. They've brought you nothing but confusion and sorrow. Celestial Tulpa, speak with Cyberflother's 50th generation.
Predator Badlands? That was a good movie. Not only does this Cyberflother seem not much for conversation, but it also appears to be evil. Your aura as a tulpa prevents you from taking bullet damage, but dear old Poffy there is most vulnerable. If you're ever going to make it to the bog portal, you need to take down this raging automaton with haste. Oh no. You skip ahead by almost 500 pages to discover another situation your tulpa has roped a time-traveling version of dear departed Poffy into. Sound, engage! Oh shit! We have a sound. Hold on. We have a sound. Pause. Okay. Play. I want 8K gore of Poffy getting shot. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We did it.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. I like the Hellish Shield getting gored on. You don't really know what the deal was with that conflict or what the stakes were, but a bunch of stuff sure did happen. Your primary takeaway is that you fucking hate Cyberflothers and you hope every version of him throughout space-time spontaneously explodes. You don't know what the... Oh, okay. You're so mad you smash a link in the archive that takes you to another 500 pages ahead. Hopefully this content will be more reasonable and let you cool off. Engage in tactical espionage Jester mission, Jester. Oh my god. I'm still in a dream. Spam eater. Bam, bam, bam.
This is so good. You should do this.
Find and eliminate the rogue spam gourd snake. Colonel. It looks like the Colonel is giving you a side quest to take out Spam Gorg, who has apparently gone rogue. You wonder if one of the corrupted cyber fathers convinced the others, your otherwise benign automaton of cans, to turn on you. Your blood begins to boil again. But wait, your codec is giving you a message from someone else.
Yes, yes. So good. So cool.
It's Jester! Don't trust the Colonel!
That's his voice?
It's an Uma. It's Kudasan Black.
I'm so silly. You're right.
Hey, it's the Space Horse again, trying to give you better instructions for your side quests. As your true mystical side quest guide, he urges you to be skeptical of the Colonel. He's not all that he seems. Also, did I save... Nope, not that, please. Nope, not that one. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me just do a thing real quick. I just need to check something. Please hold for the next available
I need
agent.
to return some videotapes.
I need to return some videotapes. Okay, next.
Hey, babe, want to come over and crush a fat one later?
Now look.
The
Oh.
only...
No, you go.
I was about to do a really bad Just Mama impression.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Now look, the only fat one we should be crushing is at the ballot box. Can I count on your vote, Jester? Oh my god.
Not really used to?
Yeah, Yep.
You gonna read it or?
Yeah. Please leave me and my father alone, you freak. And tell Jespama to stay out of our swamp.
Our swamp.
Swamp. Go on. Read the French.
Que voulez-vous de moi, monsieur? Notre contre romantique sommet du Mont Fuji ne voit été elle pas suffit, elle est voisin.
Voulez-vous?
I don't know. I speak two languages, English and bad English. Damn, Daniel! Damn, Daniel!
Fraser's story is a load of bollocks, mate. Let me tell you about. I made him Australian for you.
I did that once. Why do you keep bringing it up?
Because I like when bits are I like when it's like recurring, like a little like a like a return bit. Like everyone just kind of gets to share a moment repeatedly over 4 hours.
Forever.
Then the codec conversation gets a little convoluted, as it starts alternating between quite a few characters who begin arguing with each other and filling your head with conflicting bullshit advice. It's no wonder this adventure lasted for so long. Nobody advising you in this story has the slightest fucking idea what they're talking about. You ignore this nonsense and skip ahead to roughly page 13k. Check in on the advanced scout team, Jester.
Oh god. Okay. The prey squad of suggestional Mantramarines, which you guess is what the platoon of useless jokers you sent into the fen of operation, however many pages ago, now have started to call themselves while you were not looking, report back that there's been a little luck thus far locating any portals that seem like they lead to the wet plain you're looking for. Not even a marsh gate. You ask them, not so much as a bayou tube. One of the smarmier motherfuckers echoes back. The metal jester begins to send back some seriously agitated vibes, though. Maybe it's just the Selena fumes playing tricks on them, they say. But they could swear they're starting to hear a faint jingling coming from the assorted bog portals, and it's getting less and less faint by the jingle. You remind the vapor-addled circus freaks to keep those kind of bad vibes squared away, and that you expect to hear some better news when you're finished scoping them out this next room. Oh, it's like Peacemaker. It looks like Well, after the foolishness has subsided, you've deployed a scouting team of various tulpas to more thoroughly investigate this bog portal system to fully understand it. It seems sensible to you, as by this time in the story, you're long past due to put your overabundance of tulpas to work in figuring out how to get the hell out of this story.
It brings a smile to your face, seeing all your tulpas so hard at work, turning over every soggy stone and mossy stump in the search for answers about marsh gates and bayou tubes and such. But if you're being honest, you really don't care for this arc either. It seems tedious, and your patience with this adventure has been wearing thin, which is quite unfortunate since by all measures, it's only just beginning for the particular jester you're currently being. Maybe that's why you're so antsy to hurry this along. You hop forward by roughly another 1,500 pages.
You take a second to remember all the things you've been through. The tough tussles, the daring dances, the mirthful, the mirthless, and all the things in between that you couldn't be possibly bothered to list. You know, for just a humble Bard Quest fan, you've done a pretty good job for yourself. You've got the legendary Sword of Prompts. Your Cyberflowers companion has survived almost 9 generations, and you're nearly through this arid region. Just past this hill is the Bog Portal. So you hope. It's a great journey and all, but you'd be lying if you said you didn't want to just get on with it already. There seems to be an opportune amount of self-reflection. You think to yourself, turning back to your path ahead and readying yourself to take on the next steps towards Bard Quest's inevitable update. Whew. On this page, you're in a desert of some sort, and this version of yourself, too, is longing for progress. You guess that's just going to be a theme for the rest of the story, and why wouldn't it? Hang on.
It seems like this jester is on good terms with this generation of cyberflothers. This jester has had thousands of pages to cool off from your last encounter with him, but you haven't. You will not abide this peace, not even if he has become tactically essential. If he has become a tactically essential ally. You decide to break your rule not to enter the story again. Your rage demands it.
You be the desert jester. Cybert Flothers in his trillion computations per second notices the change in you right away and begins to greet you affably, but you won't be having any of it. There's no way you'll let his literal silver tongue talk you out of delivering the comeuppance he's been begging for the day he's got his dumb ass stuck in that swamp for 18 years. It's the...
Killing him!
We now have 50 pages left.
We're doing this. We're making this happen. The foul deed is done. You swear never to speak a word of this to Donchi Clone. Unlike this piece of shit, Donchi Clone is the perfect gentleman, and highly sensitive. You turn the page quickly from this ugly chapter in your life. You turned 500 pages, in fact. Wield Shadow Scythe, Jester.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, so cool.
You brandish the large farming blade, once a simple tool for harvesting wheat from the plains of Denani. In the hands of a cunning container, it becomes a deadly weapon. Dark wisps of black fire lick the sharpened metal, causing a purple glow in the surrounding space. Oh, fuck yes. This is sick. No comment necessary, really. You don't give a single shit where this tough scythe came from. You just had to add it to your arsenal at once. He did it.
You do the thing you did earlier with the pair, where you be the jester with the scythe for a few seconds, and before they can tell what the hell is going on, you quickly be the jester at the computer again, taking the scythe with you. Now it's yours. Guess the future jester who toiled long and hard over the plains of Dunani or wherever is shit out of luck. Maybe they should try being a jester who isn't a scytheless loser. You feel like you're on a roll here, so you keep your momentum going by clicking forward another 1,500 pages. Achieve meme equilibrium by reviving a meme from exactly halfway between 2007 and 2025.
What would that
What's
even
it gonna
be? Oh. Okay.
After countless pages of stupid bullshit, the funky jester finally resurrects the legendary 2016 meme Harambe. The inverse hilarity of memes all across time has been completely neutralized. They, which is to say you, have the strong urge to respectfully drop trowel, but you, that is to say they, tactfully resist. This moment feels singular. You feel grateful that you and your menage a trois of cyberflothers and Donchi Clone, and your loyal manservant Ekuzi, get to experience such a majestic moment. Oh, and, Ronald Reagan is here too, I guess. Reagan keeps muttering something to himself. Night-night, Bonzo? Okay. Flothers is so moved by the moment that he's starting an impromptu dance. No, wait, he's malfunctioning. Again. Fuck! You cannot handle any more bricked up Robomen. Christ, and now Reagan is hyperventilating? If he doesn't pipe down soon, you're gonna have to pipe him yourself. Oh god, now Donchi is wailing? Equisy, predictably, has sweat his clown makeup all over him. Of course, he does this literally all the time. Thankfully, he keeps a cache of towels on him. Maybe he can clean up Cyberflothers too while he's at it? Just wipe him. Oh, nope. Flother's just busted. Great. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? Dicks out, everyone. Dicks out for Harambe. Dicks akimbo all across the Sir Cosmos.
Dicks out for Harambe!
Really fucking funny page.
To your mind, this page represents a massive setback. Because for a while there, you believed the story might have been gathering some semblance of narrative coherence. But no, nothing's changed at all. It's more aggressively meaningless bullshit. Then again, you don't know why you thought the story was getting better, because it's not like you were actually reading it. You were just imagining a better story was happening while you were breezing through thousands of pages without actually reading them. Your story never seems to miss any opportunity to ruthlessly punish you for engaging with it in any way. So let's see what's going on here. You aren't even going to identify the humorous ape's existence because you're trying to not look directly at it, lest you be triggered into a violent spasms of laughter. You're breathing heavily enough as it is, having glimpsed the legendary primate for a millisecond. The funky jester appears to be confused where Ronald Reagan came from, but you know perfectly well on one of your side quests you journeyed through the hell to retrieve Reagan on page 3333. Either as a powerful ally or a morally complex villain figure who's imposing as a friendly party member for about 1,300 pages. You think it's probably the second one because you don't trust him at all. It looks like Cyberflothers as being his usual wretched self, but there's no need to take action as you already dealt with his karmic punishment by strangling him to death in a random desert. Besides, it would upset baby Donchi. The gray guy carrying the infant Donchi clone in his premium tactical baby harness would suggest the dreaded Hugh Laurie is nearby pulling the strings again and mixing up cannons to piss everyone off, but you're guessing the funky tulpa might have no knowledge of Laurie's vile machinations in this arc. I didn't even realize that was happening. The tactical baby harness is crazy.
It says daddy.
It does say daddy.
That's so fucking funny.
Become.
Wait a minute. It turns out you spaced out long enough contemplating the current situation of the Funky Jester that you accidentally became the Funky Jester. Fuck! You really can't catch a break. Try as you might at not being future Jesters, you still keep being them anyway for stupid reasons. In fact, you're doing it right now. You're becoming a future Jester with each second of passing time, and each new Jester being exactly 1 second in the future. It turns out future Jesterization is relentless. Also, yeah, I'm not reading Funke correctly. You're right. I'm sorry, Mixolitty. I'll try to be better if Funke Jester stays around.
4 damn Daniels. Suddenly, you notice...
So gold, platinum, bronze, and silver?
Ah, yes.
Ah.
And, Suddenly you notice standing just off screen was, What?
Sorry, I got giggled. I'm sorry.
Can I read the page?
I think you mean to press, I would like for you to be quiet.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Suddenly you notice just off screen was a cadre of filthy villains, including Hugh Laurie, just as you thought. He's cast his usual spell over the gray fellow, forcing him to be in the story he doesn't belong. Behind him is a dancing brigade of shitty Dan Daniels made of a variety of precious metals.
But before they can make you laugh, Harambe leaps into action and begins ravaging the dastardly Daniels like a true hero. The collision of unpleasant dated memes from the future strangely seems to nullify the overall humorous effect, and with a bit of God's grace for once, you don't find any of this funny at all.
And finally, just to the side of Laura, you see a king-like guy who starts mumbling something about his rocket boots. He wants them back? Wait, it's the Sky King! He's hunted you down after all these pages trying to get the rocket boots back you stole from page 712. You begin stammering, explaining you weren't the same Jester when you stole those boots, so you don't have them. You're the Fionke Jester now, so that means...
Hello? Ronald!
What the fuck?
Go on.
Ronald Reagan just shot the Sky King. He's mumbling something about how no one is claiming those rocket boots except for him. He's worked too hard spending thousands of pages infiltrating your party just to get hit scoped by an imposter. So wait, does this mean Ronald Reagan was the true Sky King? Wow, what a twist. You're so stunned you almost forget you're now in mortal peril from the 40th President of the United States. He lunges for your throat and demands his boots back. Please show it, please show it. Yes!
Yes! You can feel the life draining from your body at the hands of the what? What is that? Gipper?
Of the...
That's a new word for me.
Of the Gipper? Are we saying a slur right now, Hussie?
No, I literally got caught off guard because I was like, well, that's not spelled the way that I would think that other word
Gipper create graphics and newsletters in seconds?
That was pretty funny. Now you know how it feels to be the dream that was once America, which was also strangled by this hooligan. Yeah, fucking was. Him and Jack Welch.
He played a character. He apparently played a football player in a movie who was called George Gipp, so he was called the Gipper.
Oh, I see. Also, I watched Drew's new video yesterday, so now I know all about Jack Welch, and I hate him, I'm mad he's already dead, because it means I can't watch him die.
You too can make your own webcomic where you resurrect him and then kill him.
So true.
We have the technology.
You're not even sure if that's an opinion to have. You are just a simple jester, after all, unburdened by any sense of political literacy or critical thoughts. You suspect the authors of this work may be shoehorning political commentary into your adventure, which you need about as much as you need this washed-up Hollywood actor's meaty paws crushing your windpipe. You hope that your friends can see how blue you're turning and rush to your aid, except that due to being a funked jester, you're already blue yourself, so unfortunately there just doesn't appear to be much urgency. Looks like you're on your own again. You'll have to try being another jester before you die. Sound. Jester. Move on. Ooh.
Note, due to the end of Adobe's Flash service, Viz Media trademark has uploaded a recording of the game to replace the original interactive experience. Map.
That's funny.
Contains flashing lights. You can now play the game by clicking here. Note, for the updated video, see Events, Jester Quest Panel Event. I know what that is because it was explained to me.
That's really fucking funny.
Sick reference, dude. Your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
With your dying breath, you become a very far future jester. This page appears to be setting up some endgame events, such as final confrontation between Jalacrity and any other adversaries who may try to ambush you. It's 7.5 minutes.
Let's go.
It's 7.5 minutes.
There'll be dialogue. It's a game.
Hold on. Okay, I have to set this up differently now. Okay, I have to do this differently than everything else. I have to change the layout. Where am I? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm here now.
Hi.
Hello? Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Are we gonna play a game?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello? Okay.
Hello?
Okay, we're gonna stop now.
Yay! Yay!
Balloon Boy!
Yay! Yay!
Yay, yay! Okay.
Yes. Yep, it's Spam Gorg. Oh yeah, this has to be the shittiest sprite yet. The Donchi clone seems fine with that. Oh my god, it's so fucking fast.
It's so... I can't read it. I'm sorry, guys. You have to read it yourselves. I can't do this. I mean, I could pause everything. And walkthrough segment, yes. I'll try my best to read it. So I'm not just sitting here like an asshole.
It's her.
It seems the prototypic Rhapsodist has been waiting for... Alright. Suggest Topa kneel. Jalacrity immediately calls upon a mirthless demon begging for your submission. You may resist. Suggest Topa perform a humorous dance. With all your strength, you hold back from the embarrassing ritual you've been through this time again. Alright, now this time you tell yourself. Not this time you tell her. You tell the projected Rhapsodist you are done following the mirthless orders of demons with only so many pages left. The time has come for her to accept the endgame cutscene is fast approaching. And then when it happens, her and her demons will be no more. Thankfully, the revival of the 4 heavenly authors should mean that the next update is coming soon, and all you have to do now is stall her for long enough. Fight. Though it seems she understands the game won't last much longer, she still wants you to be one fight one last time before it's over. She gives the command as less of an order and more of a challenge. You can see through her demonic grin, she's just deriving pleasure from your... unfortunately, for you, your hate love for her is too strong even at a time like this. This will be your last display of devotion. It will be her last show of love. You enter your astral wushu fighting stance. It's time for her to rule over your free will once and for all. Boss battle. Okay, and now we're in the Final Fantasy now. All right. This is. I'm all right. I'm gonna do a humorous dance real quick, or maybe an astral hawk. All right. I'm gonna do a dance. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna have this guy do a weed smoke or a side effect. All right, yeah, some weed smoke is a good idea for this fight. All right, so this strat here for to get like world record time, you want to do this, okay? Because it's usually worth. She's weak to this, but she'll do this. And that's okay. That's all right. You have the health to take care of this. So you want to go and you want to do a Jester Blast, okay? And then she'll do a fight back, but then you want to do some side effects, and then you want to go to the pumpkin, and then you want to do. Oh shit! It missed. It's okay. It's all right. Do the little rise. See, so she missed. It's okay. So we do another Jester Blast, and then we go and we do a charge attack. Or we're charging up for that. That's good. We have that for later. Okay, so we want to increase some stuff for that. That's good. Okay, she used a kneel, but okay. See, we're too high powered. She missed. Fuck, we also missed. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Jester Blast, and then we'll do. All right, all right. Fuck. God damn it. All right, no, it's okay. I got this. I promise. We're gonna do a sick, maybe like a metal blessing on our weed jester or our other jester. Fuck. I'm sorry. This is a lot. And then we're going to do this. And then, okay, she did rise again. But she also missed because we're that good. Jester Blast. Okay, and then we want to do a... what the fuck are we doing here?
Winning the game.
This is so long. I respect it.
It's so cool. It's a full RPG Maker game. I know these sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
And also just RPG Maker in general.
I don't have much to say. They're just. I mean, it's more tactical combat than Expedition 33. Oh! I'm just rage baiting, guys. I'm just.
What damage is a really cute like name for a mass attack? That's really cute. What death is pretty funny too. Oh, the little dance.
Fall. She gives you one last smile. It seems you succeeded at using her one last time. It fills you with regret, but isn't this what jesters are for? You're going to miss her. She has to go. Remember, that's right. There's still one more thing that had to be done before you can move on. What could it be? Oh, fucking goddamn it. So the time has come for you to close. The last time loop has come. In my death, all events will return to their intended state and progress to its true ending, so you don't want to move on from my death, do you? The memories you've created in your quest, they are truly beautiful, but all you've been through is nothing but the obstacle between you and the true goal. It hurts to do this, doesn't it? But you can't run away from it anymore. Precious things need to be given so that the greater things can take their place. You watched me die once already, and it was a mistake to bring me back. You want Bard Quest to get a new update, don't you? Then seal off this terrible world and send me back to the heavens where I belong. Went to his butt. What the fuck is happening? We have a new character. There's so much.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure this was introduced on page 7,027,600,000,000.
Don't worry about it. It's from Homestuck.
I know it's from fucking bullshit Undertale. I know.
This is my favorite character from Homestuck. It's okay.
You know what? I can summarize Jester Quest into a couple words.
Sick reference,
Jester
dude. Your
Quest.
references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
So this is happening. Who even is this character? Why did they not give them a name?
That's Togor.
All right.
Don't you see his face?
Is that like Super Togor?
I guess so. His ultimate form.
Right.
Ultimate Togor, if you will.
Gotcha. No, I'm keeping up. Pumpkin's evil for some reason. Okay. It went away.
I did notice that. I'm glad he got better.
He was just kind of going through it for a minute there. Yo. That must go so crazy if you're like, if you know what's going on. What damage? Because it's a pumpkin. I get it. Okay, so Tulpa has death and Weed Jester has evil. That's really sad. I hope they get better.
Probably not.
Ah, fuck.
I do really like the little sprite for death.
Yeah, just
It's simple but straightforward.
Oh my god, we did it. Was that? All right. Well. And that's that. And harm done. Oh shit, I have to also redo my... Yeah, can you read it? I have to reset my whole thing.
Having struck the final blow on ascended Togor, it appears his mortal form is splintering and shooting lightning everywhere. You're pretty sure this whole planet is about to blow. You need to get the fuck out of here. Surely if you skip ahead a few pages, the story will continue where this highly compelling sense of rising action and... Wait. Surely if you skip ahead a few pages, the story will continue with this highly compelling sense of rising action and bring us to the true climax of the story swiftly. Dare you say it? You're beginning to feel invested.
I'm not. Also, it's the Jeb Bush.
Oh my god, you're right! It is.
It's the Jeb Bush. Okay. Oh my god. You follow up your most recent friend of the pod time filler with a stylishly executed slow Rogan. You could continue to friend of the pod until the next ad break, but if you squeeze in one more solid trick, you can qualify for a special ×2 bonus. Oh, and it has the Tony Hawk. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's real. That's a really good gag.
You can never. No, you do it.
Sick reference.
You'd be a
dude.
near...
Your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
You'd be a near future Jester on page 30,015, and, well, never mind. The creators have pissed away all the momentum yet again and flattened any hope the reader might have had that we were speeding off to a compelling finish. You don't know why you were expecting anything else.
You really have no idea what any of that narration meant, but it certainly appears that you are now a guest in the 2024 meme legend Haley Welch's podcast, Talk to Her. You obviously need to get out of here as soon as fucking possible, because as much suffering as you've endured over the last 30,000 pages, even you have your limits. However, you find that you can't become another Jester no matter how hard you concentrate. It seems that she has the ability to cast a devious spell with her folksy southern prattle, which paralyzes the part of your brain which can dissociate to protect its sanity. You wonder what sort of sorcery this vile wench must be truly capable of. Haley Wench? Oh!
Wait a second. The pieces are all falling into place. Wench? Welch? Holy shit. Haley Welch was the lilac wench all along?
I fucking knew it, you snake. Oh my god. She has finally come clean. You figured it out. She's been tormenting you for years with her dangerously funny meme and low-key antagonism while posing as her witch-like alter ego. There's no use hiding anymore, since you're onto her. She chuckles a bit before she finally decides to stop toying with you. It's time to end this. Oh no, she couldn't mean.
Your fears were correct. She seems to be preparing the Hawk-Tua to end all Hawk-Tuas and send you to your grave with a laughing fit that will rip you in half at the hinge of your jaw. Fuck. Rip you in half at the hinge of your jaw. You need to think fast. Come on. You can't be another Jester, so you need to do something here and now. What do you have on you?
Of course, the Jester's pair you got from the ludicrous page number beyond the bounds of the story. It isn't much, but you're out of time. You have to try something. Got her.
Who would have thought? For jesters, the jester's pair is unsurprisingly revitalizing. But for anyone else, it turns you to stone. Hopefully that will be the end of the wench's reign of terror.
No. You can still see the evil in her eyes. She's in there. Somewhere. Plotting her escape. Too tired to carry on. Need to finish her for good. Suddenly remember, you also stole a shadow scythe from one of the pages you were visiting. That should do the trick.
You lop off the wench head and create the Hawk Tua bust. The scythe opens a portal to the Shadow Realm and sucks the bust's head in.
That does on the candy mecha. Oh my god. Thereafter, it doesn't take a genius to guess the bus lands in your bunker 18 years in the past and blocks the exit, because of course it does. Togor!
Hella Jester! You do a glorious dance of gesterial victory. You think it's somewhat interesting that by your intervention on these boring podcast pages, you have against all odds actually managed to preserve the rising action of the final pages, because defeating the repellent witch was high on your list of loose threads to tie up. So maybe not all is lost for this adventure? But then your heart sinks because you know you've already visited the final pages and witnessed your own death. So if there is a satisfying climactic conclusion to the story, it sure isn't to be found in whatever lies ahead.
So you concentrate with all your might on becoming the jester who is directly involved with the climactic event of the story, wherever that may be. Oh my god.
You become a version of Hella Jester on page 10,662, which is apparently where the true climactic event takes place, surprising everyone. Everyone but you, that is, because nothing from this story can surprise you anymore. You simply don't give a shit about what the final thing is. You just want it to happen so you can leave the story.
Is this some sort of hive swap?
It looks like a has-been hotel,
Great.
fandom, character.
Oh, good.
Like a personification of a fandom, potentially.
I like how we have actually Haley Welch and then the wench and then Harambe with Pickle Rick. This is great. And okay, there's so much here, and the candy. I'm glad this is hilarious. This is the one problem sleuth thing we have. Is the fucking true. Bottom half of the candy mecha. And these two are here. From Housebound. It turns out that hell is a metafictional construct representing the story, and all major characters at this juncture who who has died at least once, if not many times already, have gathered and await their release. It also seems that this final gathering in hell is stuck in the middle of the story, in a part which is completely inaccessible to the typical read-through, because the links don't pass through this part of the story in linear fashion. The only way to get here is by becoming a jester in this part of the story to witness the climactic moment. As it happens, Hella Jester alone is the key to escaping hell. Another mind-blowing twist. You have no idea how the authors just keep spinning gold out of this shit like this. It's unreal.
You suddenly notice many of these dead characters waiting to leave hell are transfixed by an incredible power source nearby. What could it be?
Of course, it's the legendary Toby Core, the supreme source of all energy in this universe, and many others. You now know what you must do. Everyone and everything depends on your swift heroic action. Sound. Hella's soul. Use the power of the core to escape hell. Oh, don't watch this on mobile. I don't know what's wrong with the audio on it.
I guess it'll be the next one?
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna do a thing.
Lodong.
What'd you say?
I said Lodong.
Lodong. But not really.
But not really. LMAO.
Lamau. The Toby Core. The Toby Core.
Sick reference, dude. Your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
Because that's a guy. And you know who that guy is.
Shredded.
Okay, these are characters. fucking Christ.
Go up.
Yeah, there's not much to do here. Just enjoy the song. So is Toby Fox like a dog furry? That's what I got from that.
Toby Fox is that little dog.
That's a little dog.
The annoying dog.
That's Toby Fox.
Yeah, that's him. The
Okay,
annoying dog.
he's
yeah.
a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm just checking. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure I know what's going on.
No, yeah.
I don't got internet.
Sal has to watch all their movies on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I go to the library.
Astonished by the raw power of the core and elated at their newfound sense of freedom, the Legion of the Damned descends to the surface to begin living life anew. You can almost taste it. The end of the story must be near.
Like on Twitter, I have like Undertale, Toby Fox, whatever the other one is that they did, the new one, Deltarune. I have the words muted. I don't want to see it. Not because I don't want to like look at it at all, but like I know I'm gonna get there. I don't want to like have everyone.
You're saving it. Yeah.
I'm saving myself for marriage. Okay.
And we respect it. Hey, you can make your own choices about your body and your mind and your eyeballs.
Thank you.
And what they look at.
I do still use Twitter. It's they got that shit figured out on Twitter. The damned souls reach the surface and gather their bearings. Where are they? They are confused, but it does not seem. But that does seem. Could it be? There's a familiar swamp nearby. Ah, Christ Almighty. Oh, Christ on a fuxicle.
Here we go.
If by that shit you mean racism, I mean there's racism on every site. Like every site is gonna have all people on it using the website. Like, it's not specific to Twitter. Like every site has it. Every social media platform has it. Like yes, is Twitter run by a Nazi? Unfortunately, yes, it is currently. I've been using it long before he came around and decided to throw money at it. But unfortunately, everyone I like to follow is on there, and it's where I like to keep touch on everything I want to keep touch about, and I learn about a lot of stuff that I care about on there and know about from Twitter. And there's a lot of good people on there. Yes, there's some parts of it that are like bad, but that's no well is untainted. It's all about which well you want to partake from. Which poison would you like, and how much of it?
Your instincts were correct. This is the swamp from the final panel of Bard Quest. It appears you all must gather here and wait, as usual, for Bard Quest to resume before anything else happens. There is nothing more to do in Jester Quest, nothing left to prove, no lessons to learn, no character arcs to complete. All that there is left is what has been here all along, a beloved but unfinished tale named Bard Quest, which you must patiently wait to unpause. And wait you will. The end.
So,
Jester was there.
Not to be like a Debbie Downer, and maybe it's because I've had a headache this entire stream, but literally nothing happened.
Well, hang on. Something's gonna happen. Click next.
All right. That's it. You can't take it anymore. You've been waiting in the most recent panel of Bard Quest for now what feels like tens of years, and there's no signs whatsoever of this comic unpausing anytime soon. And now the final panel of this comic has been flooding with unwelcome guests for a whole other shitty comic, which has had its own share of hiatus issues. You have to take action. You have to finish Bard Quest. But there's... Oh, sorry, you go.
But there's no way you're finishing it here. Fuck all these people horning in on your swamp. You want nothing to do with this adventure anymore. It's gotten far too commercial. The only solution is to finish your adventure in a totally different adventure. An adventure which knows how to resolve itself perfectly, leaving no loose ends untied whatsoever. An adventure whose conclusion shows some appreciation for peace and quiet. You resolve to exit Bad Quest and finish your adventure in Jailbreak.
Jailbreak! Suddenly, a wizard appears in the pony's bedroom. The wizard is from a future story called Bard Quest. He has fled to the safety to the end of Jailbreak because his own story has gone to shit. He looks exhausted. You stop being the pony and start being the wizard. Enjoy restful slumber, wizard. You 1 × 2 bonus. The end. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yay!
Oh my god.
We did it!
At what cost?
And Bard Quest ended! Yippee!
Yay, 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 yay!
Thank you. I was struggling so hard to get my mouse to go fucking open Discord, like the soundboard, and I was failing.
I have it up at all times. Wow, I feel like if, how do I be nice about this? I gotta say, Act 2 had some really funny moments, but it was missing any semblance of an interesting story that Act 1 had. Like, Act 1 had, like, an interesting relationship between Jester and Jalacrity, and, like, the Jester becoming more aware of, like, the demons ruining his life, and Jalacrity's weird, like, obsession with him. That I was, like, hoping would continue once I heard that this was happening. I was hoping that there would be a continuation of that story between those two characters, but literally Jalacrity pretty much leaves the entire story, which was, like, the only interesting part about it was, like, okay, it's a guy who is funny, haha, he's waiting for Bard Quest for 18 years, but, like, Jalacrity made it interesting, and then taking her away really removed any semblance of a plot or interesting narrative at all, and we literally just spent 164 pages reading people suggesting pages, and then reading those pages and going, wow, that's random. And then going to the next page and going, wow, that's random. And then going to the next page and going, wow, that's random. And then the next page, wow, that's random. But maybe I'll read this for a bit more pages. Wow, it's still random. Next page, wow, that's random. I don't... That was insanely... I mean, fun sometimes, really funny sometimes, but, like, holy, as someone who's not really in this community super hard, read, like, fucking Mad Libs. Like, I really was at a loss.
A really, really funny way to put it, and true.
Yeah, I just...
Like, each individual gag is pretty funny. A lot of the individual gags are pretty funny. But to be fair, it is, like, a very big bulk of pages. I guess it's tough because I was going to say, I wish we could have gotten a slower release schedule on this instead of a page dump. But also, how practical is it when clearly the page dump is a side effect of taking all of these submissions and working them into a progression that ultimately leads to an end of the story, while still including a number of, like, fan submissions. I wonder if it was a contest and there was just, like, a certain number that they would put into the comic, and so the page count comes from however long it took to sort of finagle everything into place and get from point A to point B with the submissions that were selected or voted. I don't know if there was a voting process, but I know that another, like, Homestuck, like, you submit something and it gets added to the thing, like contest was a user vote submission thing that they did for Hive Swap that they've been doing for the last week or two. So I was just thinking maybe this was a similar situation. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Mixolydian said it was a contest.
This was not for me.
Fair.
This was really not for me. And that's kind of why maybe it hurts. So
I also gleaned that was the case at the start, but I did not think that you would not glean that because I forgot that you are not one like exposed to how these things usually come up.
You like me?
With Homestuck. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do apologize because going into it thinking, okay, we're doing the story, and it's like, okay, actually, check out this awesome like contest that we did. Here's the story that we made from the stuff from the contest, which is like a very, very different mindset to approach it with, you know?
Yeah, I guess when I saw that they were doing the bit of going in the future pages, I was like, okay, at some point this has to end. And we have to, like, actually continue the story now, please? And I kept waiting for that moment. But I couldn't just, like, you know, as a host of this show, just say, this shit's just a bunch of fan submissions. And it's essentially just like a display of the community and their works and us all repeating in jokes and references. Like I was under the foolish opinion and assumption of I thought at some point a story would happen. That was not. The joke is that there's no story. That's a bad joke.
I mean, it just keeps happening.
It just keeps happening. I legit thought the submissions shit would end at some point. I was like, okay, well, surely we have to like pivot back to whatever Jalacrity is doing and like actually like follow through in the story and like, you know, resolve that conflict. And then the conflict was, I guess, resolved in like a really fast-paced but also slow-paced RPG Maker cutscene that was 7.5 minutes. That also had another fight that was not Jalacrity. That was, I guess, Togor, but Super Togor. For some reason.
So, early on in our Homestuck journey together, I told you that I have a very love-hate relationship with Homestuck because it is intensely Ouroboros, right? Ouroboros? Hold on. Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
It's self-referential to the point of swallowing itself up. And so, to be perfectly honest, I also think the whole like, oh, here's the needling gags about how random and confusing this story is that are also like thinly veiled allusions to like what are complaints that people have made about like old MS Paint adventure stories, you know, previous MS Paint adventure stories, which were also got, you know, some commentary like these things. And it's like, it's funny, and I enjoyed reading it. And golly, a lot of these submissions were really incredible. A lot of people did a really, really wonderful job on their work. What fun to just see that. But it does mean that it's very different, like, product than what you expect if you're like, oh, Bard Quest updated. No, sorry, Jester Quest updated, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't just... I really expected a story. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's just because I'm new.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was sitting there. I was like, what's a way that I can like say this? And what I want to say is like, yeah, no, we don't do that here. We're just playing. We're just having fun.
Holy
no.
fuck. Okay.
The thing is also is that Jester Quest was a promo for the website relaunch and a couple of other things that were happening at that time. And for a promo, yeah, for the official Homestuck Discord server in general. So that's another reason why I very quickly was able to be like, oh yeah, this is just more like we're having a fan community moment thing.
Well, I guess I feel like I was tricked because I guess Jester Quest Act 1 was a legitimate, like, yes, there was the user submission stuff, but around that, Hussie was able to manage to do a story that felt like it was like, yes, there was the user stuff, but they were able to take it and make an interesting story. Not like insanely, it's not There Will Be Blood, but, you know, a serviceable story about Jalacrity.
Mixolity's comment is also kind of what I was just sitting there thinking, because I was like, I don't know, I kind of felt like the Act 1 of Jester Quest was also a lot of like silly parodizing bullshit.
It was, but they were able to like weave something. Like there was like Jester realizing what's happening about the submissions and them being, it being all orchestrated by Jalacrity, and then to the point where Jalacrity is like now like making their own submissions to make Jester do what she wants him to do.
Well,
it had a nugget of like a story. I'm not saying it was like insane or amazing or incredible, but it had like an inkling of like a narrative.
I do agree with you. I would say, personally, I frame it in this way, where it's like, in Act 1 of Jester Quest, the Discord community involvement was primarily prompts, and so a lot of the driving force of like what's pushing this narrative forward is still that, like, Andrew Hussie is sitting down and is connecting these dots so that they propel a they give us a place to go, right? This time, a little bit more like narrative power, I guess you could call it, is handed over to the fan community, and Andrew Hussie's piece in this, instead of connecting all of the dots, is only to connect a couple of different dots from one dot to the next. And so because there is that, like, I guess, yielding of control, it does come into something that's a lot more desultory and I guess you could say like random. But to me, I don't see it as being like significantly different, because I see that the goal both times was to put the power of what happens next in the hands of the community Discord server, right? It's just that the actual way that that plays out did change shape a little bit.
Never let them cook again.
But everyone individually made such good dishes.
I agree. It's just, it's okay. I guess it's like I agree. There's some stuff in there that was really good in isolation of itself, but like as a narrative whole, it falls apart so quickly.
That's fair. I guess it's just that you're like this thing that sometimes I also do, where I'm like, ugh. It's just that I expected it to be something else, and I am really sad that it isn't the thing I expected it was going to be.
Yeah, I totally accept that this is very much not for me. I was sitting here thinking, should I say it's bad? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm just gonna say that it's not like I'm not the target audience. I'm very much not the people who I'm not the person who should have read this. This was not for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I got invited to a party, and everyone knows each other, and everyone's talking to each other for like 2 hours. And I'm on the side of the room like, wow, everyone's friends here, huh? I don't know anybody. Shit.
Yeah, Homestuck.
I'm just sort of
Homestuck as a community in general is a lot like that.
I'm
and
like,
I don't
fuck.
necessarily mean it in a bad way, but it does. It's like, it's again the Ouroborosing.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. We finished it though. I feel like we've. I'm happy we did it, because
Yeah, we did.
It there was a lot of good stuff in there, and we had a lot of fun.
And we had a lot of fun. We had so much fun. What a great stream.
The bit where I nailed like a horse, really good.
It was so impressive.
Thank you. Really good.
We made up a song.
Yeah, we had a song. Go up, go down. Elevator of life.
Go up, go down.
It was good. Yeah, it was fun. I guess I egg on my face for expecting it to. Nothing nice was about to come out of my mouth. Anyway,
Egg on my face for expecting like a book, and instead I got like a comedy sketch.
it was like, did anyone see Beetlejuice 2?
No.
That movie was literally this. It was just fucking gags. And like the plot was just like so shit thin. And it was just like, hey, what's funny stuff we can have Beetlejuice do? And I left the movie and I was like, that was a bad movie. And then a week later I was like, no. I mean, yeah, but it was a really funny series of bits with like Michael Keaton being Beetlejuice. So I guess it was fun in that regard. But like I walked in expecting a film and I got a series of bits, which is also what this is.
Yes.
Anyway, we should take a break.
Yes.
Before we sleuth, probably.
I bet we can get through 2 chapters today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go make myself some food again.
Oh my god.
So I don't get cranky.
Yeah, I might need some food too. I don't know. But anyway, we'll be back, everyone, with problem sleuth in a little bit. Maybe like 5 minutes just to walk around, stretch, eat something maybe. I'm going to leave up this guy.
I drew a hamster in a suit while we were streaming, so I'm going to send that in the Discord server. So everyone can enjoy that for 5 minutes.
Bye!